from Star Times. For one more say on 0242 437 888 0242 437 888. And our WhatsApp one more on 0553 511 993 0553 511 993. Star Times so see enjoy digital life. My catch was said 𝐿𝐿 Travels. 𝐿𝐿 Travels. I will pay the bit to my mouth that is so abim. They will help you to get a visit visa, student visa, work permit visa in countries like USA, Canada, or Schengen states, so when you be Italy, Germany, France, Australia, British Virgin Island, New Zealand, Singapore, Bolivia, and Romania. In our 𝐿𝐿 Edin Juma. 𝐿𝐿 also deals in local and international tourism, international and local ticket sales, local and international recruitment, any event organization in our 𝐿𝐿 for AAB. They also organize exhibition, conference, training events. To say UK, Canada, USA, or Schengen states. You can call them for more information on 0201 107 766 and 0502 128 531. 𝐿𝐿 shop office 𝐿𝐿 Junction Achimota. 𝐿𝐿 for see your dream world becomes a reality.
'89.7 Max FM.
So it's all about the Black Stars of Ghana and send ye Missy 𝐿𝐿 Ghana, Missy Akanye, Madagascar, and the Beprim so the Barbara Sports Stadium. 2026 World Cup journey no it begins today, and they him said the Black Stars Ebedim Kunimna Yina Yetimi Asre at the end of the day. Game no 4 p.m. and there will be live commentary on Max 89.7 FM. Mad yes for na share games be a course so only say Euro qualifies no Eda so koso Europe na enra matches ni bi eba so. And Slovakia Iceland mo Kanaima Iceland mo Mienupe Luxembourg so Bosnia and Herzegovina ne Kanai Emma Bosnia Timu Bako Portugal Cristiano Ronaldo etwatena edema Portugal ema womudi nkunim over Liechtenstein 2-0 Cristiano Ronaldo ene Abrante Joao Cancelo ene tontena edema Portugal ewo ha womudi nkunim. Hungary enra wono so ene Bulgaria ekotie 2-2 eno ama Hungary qualify for the Euros because so ewo Germany in 2024. Estonia eso trauma Austria ebetwa ne kamie no so etimante. Azerbaijan Sweden trying kan emiensa ema Sweden entime anti mu bi. Georgia and Scotland against ne koye 2-2 saso na Cyprus so tra home Spain be try the cap miensa ma ono so team ba ko pe. Abrante Lamy ama akola which wa kro si akan ma Barcelona in the 5th minute he scored the first goal for the Reds and Sana Oyezabal ba ko piece in the 22nd minute. Joselu preparation cry in the 28th minute and Sana Pilas ebe take kan mu ba ko ma Cyprus in the 75th minute, but a Spain for Ekurema Edidi Nkunim. And around the African continent, so World Cup qualifiers, so Bebli Nana and the course. Ashasiye, and right in Botswana, or Trefima Mozambique, be try to come here, or team no Burundi, and so Gambia come here, Emma Gambia, and so a team no Algeria, and so Somalia. Somalia coming and some Somalia and so Etimu Bako Slimani was on target for a year Algeria Womudi in Kunim in that one. Egypt, the pharaohs of Egypt. Hey, and now Omutumire Omani Djibouti and the Pemso Mohamed Salah, Mo Salah or share 4 goals for Egypt as they won by 6 goals to 0 against Djibouti. In the 17th minute, Salah 2 at the 22nd minute, Odibaku Piso, 48th minute, Osaya and the 3-0, 69th minute, Osade Bakoka, Wansana Mustafa Mohamed in the 73rd minute, Edebakoka, or Trezeguet, Prape Chekwa in the 89th minute, Koye 6-0 to Egypt. So Kenya try omo kamenu ma omo temo baako. Nigeria omo so show omo campaign ase against Lesotho ewo fie na obi ahwe nim say Nigeria ka omo betime twa fa Lesotho for so ye share game na say na in the 56th minute and Lesotho to atena edikan Nkwanazi and share first goal de ma Lesotho ansana Sheyi Ajayi ebe take na edema Nigeria in the 67th minute. Nigeria timan she bi ma ka ho ye hu ya say referee pre 1-1 and Nigeria abo Sudan so ni Togo edepem so eno so koye 1-1 sa so na 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 ani Angola kensi no obi antimi ahye ne nyonko. Asia so World Cup qualifiers Rodona and a course so Australia and Bangladesh at the Prem so Australia beating Bangladesh by 7 goals to 0. Japan so Chimema Chaneka num mema etimi anti mubi. South Korea so Chile kanum at the so Singapore so that China so share Thailand e kabi numa wo etimu ba ko Iran echi Hong Kong twa neka 9 Hong Kong timanti bubi. Iraq enso echi Indonesia twa neka enum manitimu ba ko pe. O ma mo nyina edi nkunim over Chinese tapia wo Qatar enso chichire kan enwotwe 8 that is why Afghanistan sa enso na Yemen etra ma Bahrain be share no. Saudi Arabia so share Pakistan kan 9 Pakistan entimi antimubi. Euro qualifiers Kazakhstan and San Marino na de bepem so Finland and so Northern Ireland and de bepem so Moldova would play host to Albania so na Denmark and so Slovenia and de bepem so hono. Then we have England and Malta, Italy and North Macedonia so na Poland and Czech Republic. On the African continent, World Cup qualifiers and Comoros and the Central African Republic, the Bepem so Eswatini and Libya, the Bepem Guinea and Uganda came no so yet. And the Sassone or Ghana and then Madagascar. Liberia also ne Malawi the bepem. So Zambia will take on Congo. So also na Burkina Faso and Guinea-Bissau and so the bepem. So Cameroon and Mauritius and so the bepem. Ivory Coast and Seychelles game no so baso ne. Sa also na Mali and Chad and Tunisia will also take on Sao Tome and Principe. Fights so South America and then ahomachi games be echo so Argentina almost 14 game win streak no abawie and right Uruguay echi Argentina ewo Bruno Ares echi Argentina 2-0 Argentina trefie ama Uruguay abebo am femfram Araujo and share the first goal for Uruguay in the 41st minute and sana Darwin Nunes they were kupiso in the 87th minute. Uruguay edin kunim over Argentina ewo honom Brazil enso ekopie mu ewo Colombia Bogota ena wo mkoye na Luis Diaz Liverpool ni abrante Luis Diaz wa ha Brazil papa yes game na na Gabriel Martinelli in the 4th minute to tenedi kan enema Brazil Luis Diaz ebe take in the 75th minute and a 79th minute now Luis Diaz esade ba ku piswa na chese Colombia at Brazil abo wo 2-1 Chile and Paraguay akensie no ekoye goalless obia entimi anhye ne nyonko ewo ti we ene de ekọ ewo South America. Yes, Gary Southgate and England and water no or person we are the person we say oh say Trent Alexander-Arnold Liverpool right back and say a man new role Liverpool where he plays as an inverted fullback not just with me Obama no Pep Guardiola or the John Stones no they say Liverpool for ye be yes say Gary Southgate per se or tribe England or se be work here internet why na just or the Trent Alexander-Arnold and a be yes ejuma no. Arsenal goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale ne papa Bekasa ne papa say media nsentwerefo me ba no munya no insult in the future wo Arsenal hodom or say okay say make Aaron Ramsdale ne papa abeto to be the man Mikel Arteta pa or say Mikel Arteta the way I treat ne ba Aaron Ramsdale no it is not good at all now Bonnie Ben Ramsdale Mikel Arteta I want in concern as say Ramsdale at the bench no and to atutu be the man Mikel Arteta we no Sunday can say media no munya ne ba no abe sort in the future and was say or per se or renovation works be Stamford Bridge but I say renovation work no complicated kakra say Chelsea person wo was say wo mu ebubu adan bi a ben Stamford Bridge and sana wo mu etimi aye renovation and yes say we the nyina ka ho a time frame no say ebubu adan ni bibia na yesi ya stadium ni nyina afoforo no it could take Chelsea about 5 years playing away from Stamford Bridge and e be take you away from their traditional home and not need the ababetuja. Yes, John Metro, no, Man United football director. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, ebeto a year 25% stake in Manchester United. And I just say John Metro, every free club, no, ordinary ebet baby full because yes, Sir Jim Ratcliffe or no one ever ne kofa when you mu edi juma or pesa wadi omo and a be juma or Manchester United. Football, your friend Jean-Claude Blanc. Jean-Claude Blanc. He is dubbed the Lionel Messi of sports business. Pape wabo adwuma wo eye Juveda, abra Juventus. And what chere wo mo pa wo ko administration in 2006 no. They contacted him. Wo be bo adwuma wo honom 10 Juventus future. Any of fortunes around Juve be a powerhouse. PSG starting one project for no Pape and Dano. And yes, Manchester United. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, our person to 25% stake with Manchester United. Or the papa ya twetwe nkomo, ene papa no akonkomo twetwe na kwetire pa wo pese papa no ebe badwuma e Manchester United. He is dubbed the Lionel Messi of sports business. It is 32 minutes after 9. Aha, ena mede besi na chese abedwafo abem na omode aba ewo honom. Okay. Anope bia ebeko komase na ya twetwe inkomo kakra ewo honom concerning the Black Stars NAD eno eko but na nedu wa ha saso na Josiah Quaye wa ha send o messages no fabre me ewo your WhatsApp line on 0506 367 196 0506 367 196 making kind nyina ede amao me ni Mutala Yakubu. This is Max 89.7 FM. Na nedu good morning.
Star morning.
Bibi aboko.
Adiachi e de afi na so e.
Nyame adom say in house here. Yeah boy homodi abo adwuma. Yeah. Eno na hia. Adwuma no. Yeah feni ago kwa. Yeah. We need to do it with our obi be say maximum best.
Uni ade na dwen kan ni ha.
Yeah be build up.
Uni akade na dwen ni ha.
Oh no dey.
Work on until they work on.
Forget it.
If you have a fiber, but I don't pay my Brighton ha. It shows the love you have for your nation.
Yeah.
Also, there be a cassette. You have to get the love for your football.
Yeah.
Anything journalism for the ethic, journalism for semase. It is a man who say, "Mashe mo blaster atali." It says a much blaster and some nasi. What situation? Oko Ghana Bar Association. Almost lawyers and semase. Mutala meboa.
Pa.
May you sure say who run media fraternity so a. Yeah, ye wom no. Yet media duma nase. Meboa.
Pa.
Sinitwa ni nso no te sinitwa ase. Meboa.
Ampa.
Enti may you sure say my Brighton dem ha. Na mahesha mo blaster antale die. Edi nkunumdie nanam. And bibia so be fine. Mutala. In some doso, but unse ndeso blaster nti. Ye ba fie ntem. Na bibia fine. I always talk about moments in life. And Endra, wow, share Brazil and the Colombia game no. That moment now, Luis Diaz, share winning goal the Dema Colombia. Time and papa, he nearly collapsed. So we no opportunity to share video now. Mutala Yakubu am making us. That is moment of Obia life. 2 weeks ago, now come on here ya chine papa. Live well for kokwa ni yusu ye den. It got to a time where I say me ma name ba Colombia sisi a. A week to a crucial game like this. Ni papa ba fie. And adia ba ko ade pa bia no. Wo be say we get the best out of something na. Create a moment. Fa ade eso obi bo. Fa ben no. A ginger no man performance ekọ enim. May you sure say Luis Diaz on the pitch. Na the motivation back ah be so be Brazil. And they said the papa stance ni mu. No who situation like this. It's umpo in the Colombia man. The biggest star in day Luis Diaz. Ne papa na ye no. Ne papa de jana last week. Ne ba na say winning goal. And the sa goal no ayama of my Colombia no. May you sure say on buy a good year na won tiase. Colombia in recent times ebe who squad akese pa o. Great players. Make 2014 when James Rodriguez na one wade no. It was the talk of the town. Say Brandon will crowd free here. But one of the student of the game, when James Rodriguez was playing for FC Porto, or making that big move, and they about AS Monaco. Okoye wonders in that World Cup now, not a top scorer. No, they yes have moved no about Real Madrid. Oh no, but we place Di Maria. Yana man for referee. He was then the darling boy of Quaye in Colombia. And they umpo Luis Diaz.
Omo golden generation no I go see saying.
Colombia for no. What kind of squad no?
Yeah, they about 2014 World Cup.
That 2014 World Cup no. Menya ka benya sa squad na mame.
Sa ho me ba me pam.
And you see the reason why and where we know a historic. Mutala, the be America say South America qualifies. It's like a major tournament. Me a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo. The same person me a fan of Lionel Messi. Arguable. So because can Messi for Europa. And can not the number of goals I was sama Portugal
2014 World Cup squad Nana Ubisano. David Ospina.
What kind of?
Yeah, Christian Zapata.
Napoli but that Arsenal kakra.
Of course.
Yeah.
Na Christian Zapata or Milan.
Okay, Christian Zapata.
Of course.
Formerly of Udinese. No, few about Milan.
Yeah.
One of their best central defenders to Romania. Black guy.
Okay, that no ball midfielder be no Afro. Carlos Sanchez.
Okay, no.
No, come.
About Fiorentina be West Ham.
Yeah. Na omo player bit say Gutierrez no bo River Plate.
Okay, Gutierrez.
Me kind of
okay, time you be this strong team on Napoli. No more right wing back be. You rest Luis Muriel.
Yeah.
Okay, that Oscar no.
Me kind of James Rodriguez was with Monaco then. They had Juan Guillermo Cuadrado.
Okay, Cuadrado.
Yeah, no for Fiorentina.
Inter Milan. About Chelsea.
Yeah.
In the about Juventus kakra.
Yes.
Now they were moving from there.
No more Freddy Guarin.
Okay, Guarin.
Me kind of
Okay, Guarin.
Yes, me kind of now omo player bit say Carlos Bacca.
Okay, Carlos Bacca.
Sevilla,
absolutely.
Obo Sevilla. I'm so ball VRL and
Sevilla.
Yeah, me kind of now omo player bit say Quintero.
Okay, Quintero. No time second half, best goal. Make impact at the Colombian national team. Non time started.
Yeah.
Because of James Rodriguez and the Carlos Bacca partnership.
Yeah, me kind of Then they had Jackson Martinez.
That's why okay the last time they kind of won't go Bobby.
Yeah.
Story we buy. Now make us say Obi or remind them that story. Jackson.
Yeah.
FC Porto, Atletico Madrid. Now send the story be about the private life.
Oh, okay. And see, and only players are on the choir. But squad of Mukita says, so you're bad. Sanchez move. I tell you bad. Diaz move. James Rodriguez is still playing.
He's still playing.
Yeah, he's still playing. See, you're bad squad.
In the history of South American qualifying for World Cup, on my Colombia and Brazil, and now making history. And history, no, over making with the moment. When Luis Diaz never participants in the move.
Then I realized this squad, a mupi, because Omo was Sinestera.
Okay, so who's a player?
Minimum no, Omo was Jefferson Lemar.
Who Jefferson Leman
On the bench.
But can I say me time of movie here? And my FC bomb off. So I hear the bomb of relegation in the Premier League. But now send the ball and our bomb of midfield one. Not dancing. And they were making move at the Crystal Palace. In Dubai Crystal Palace team man, or you keep playing the midfield. On the Mali need the bomb midfield. The Corey guy be midfielder. Not teams like I say Epeno. On the pair. Oh, the midfield. Is the reason why this time round no. We're hosting a pushing Jeffrey Schropp. I call the wing, right wing, left wing, no. No about Jordan from the right wing. No about Berechi Eze behind Odward. In team Sapla now can Jefferson Lemar. Quality player in the Colombia team. In the players Ninja need to say the say Enzo Fernandez, McAllister. But they have average players there when it comes to European football with domination. That is Colombia national team no. And me can say South America no, the reason why more qualifies in the bono and very difficult. They say, "Money now more." And yes,
also qualifying no, and also as an opportunity war because you have about 6 teams qualifying about playoffs no.
Who do the money again? Money now more.
All play or 10 na.
Money now more. They will choose the best.
I feel no about 5 games.
In Timino can say after Brazil lose to Colombia, they will welcome Argentina in Brazil.
Yeah.
Argentina so lose. So just imagine Tuesday that game no. One situation no. That is how the South America. And in America say me a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo. Me a fan of Lionel Messi. But maybe a Messi go free here. And then the numbers for the national team no. Over free Europa. Won't to me predicted yet. But man just can numbers we could do more. Okay, nyan less time na money those countries ni be there but goes ni bisa. But South America on the qualification day to score more goals there.
Idea back one who was South American qualifier. The fact say apart from Argentina, Brazil, maybe Gab that woman team other teams.
And
Uruguay that woman team against as compared to
those 3 countries are different from the others no.
As a woman can you know my more than Eben. Bolivia bet match win anytime I show. Peru bet match win.
And now Bolivia score line. They had a good result.
Yeah. And now they won. They won their game.
Yes. They won it 1-0.
Yeah.
Venezuela hold Ecuador. Ngabeka say the Ecuador squad. But Venezuela hold you. Paraguay equal Chile. Equal nya draw.
Yeah.
But in the last 10 years, Chile winning the Copa America on 2 occasions.
Bolivia won 2-0 against Peru.
That is 2-0 against Peru. Yes. Maybe they 1-0. Now, Sunday catch Chile. Oh, yes, our pilot team no build there. No. Was that generation every hop. Charles Arangunes.
Yeah.
This player now no could just someone make him move from Udinese to Juvenil. That went back no. Mauricio Isla. Only could do Niana come to conform. Eddie for Udinese. Eddie man Juventus. Isla. Gary Medel. Akwati Etienne of Central Defense. Obo Inter Milan. That generation never seen. Eduardo Vargas. What situation no? Generation we ever seen. That me from about Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Juventus, Arturo Vidal. Inti, Oba who says that generation ni no Chile national team they struggle. That is how. Who say Adeba quite difficult in national team football here. A certain generation be free ho. Now all body on that generation to board another team.
Papa.
Papa. That is why Brazil is struggling today. Remember how? Inti, remember Colombia baso. So mutume che Brazil shot by 2 goals. By Mutala, Brazil team no, they need all hands on board to make the team work. And now I'm sure Brazil team no, Mutala. They are some of these players come back and come in the starting place.
Ah,
oh. For sure, 2 and 3 now. But yes, some make it. Who don't be 2 and 3 and ra?
Just ask them no.
And now, our defense no. I was Emerson Royal.
And now our defense was Emerson Royal at right.
Ronald Lodi.
Lodi at left back.
Gabriel Magalhaes.
Yeah.
And Marquinhos.
Yeah.
The only person about to guarantee the starting place in the Black Stars team is Marquinhos.
Ah, Nanedu.
And cover debate.
And Josiah Quaye and Nanedu can same way na Otia na Osheni sa. Obeso Ochemi say Emerson Royal eba Black Star won ye bi mo. Obeso Ochemi say Gabriel Menales eba ultimate 2. Ultimate 2
the right back options now away your team the move. Dennis Odoy.
Yes.
Tariq Lamptey. Ali Biseidu.
Yeah.
Maybe I see. Emerson Royal, you better say Tariq Lamptey.
Emerson Royal is not better than Tariq Lamptey.
Oh, you better say Tariq Lamptey.
So you think Tariq Lamptey will bench Emerson Royal in any team?
Oh. Emerson Royal, oh, you better say Tariq Lamptey.
No problem.
Now let's come to the left back.
Ronald Lodi.
Indeed, Ronald Lodi. Yo, Baba.
Baba man.
Baba Rahman. You will give your mensa. How me do? Me on your better say
Renan Lodi is not better than Gideon Mensah and Baba Rahman.
On your better say
Ah, and then Renan Lodi na no about Atletico Madrid or the Marseille.
Na Baba no more Chelsea. Say oh can no go. You are talking about no go. Baba so about Chelsea.
But they obo Marseille.
Point I can say no go. That is the point.
Yes.
Yes, you they know about Chelsea.
But they obo Marseille.
But Baba so pork.
Wow,
they all playing the Europa League. Mebwa. So Baba Rahman to make a call up today in the Black Stars team. That's why we not loading extra to Brazil. Brazil team I am there.
Brazil team na emre. Because Renan Lodi is starting.
Gabriel Magalhaes. The reason why he's playing is because he's a left-footed central defender. That is the reason why he's playing. When no opportunity ever Arsenal, on your better team.
Ah, Gabriel Menales is not better than
on your better team.
And Salisu.
On your better team Salisu.
Hey, Nanedu.
Oh, Mutala.
Gabriel Obo Arsenal. Only Saliba, starting 4 and 5. No,
he's not better than where you are coming from. Emma was some opportunity. Yeah, it doesn't mean you are better than somebody.
You are making a bold claim, Nanedu.
Me say, Jiku, Mohamed Salisu, Omo ye better. I say Gabriel Magalhaes. Omo ye better than no. The only player or established defender in their team is Marquinhos. On this one, we were in the 30s. So Carlo is not over there in the summer or Jumaye. Check. What about the Brazil for them?
David.
The current football scout. Any football business, no. First, no one will be actually and make impact in the Brazilian national team. A major tournament. No one they play from the Brazilian league. Abba, no be any no. No one make the difference. Mutala. And every player will have opportunity about the Brazilian league. No, we're testing the European market already. It does say near corner, and that's why buy Europe already. In general, squad no. There's a new player in the team. I don't know on the Bruno Guimaraes about Medford no. Andre.
Yeah, Andre. Manchester United are corner home.
Arsenal corner home. Liverpool corner home.
Yes. Yes, in January he's likely to make a move from Brazil.
So, Ebesia some na make an so. What's your Oscar in under 20?
Now, so when you say Andre, no, so say, Obiti say, Casemiro one call Mobi.
Obi or how Mobi the point is on the way and right. What situation? Some met Marcus say, Ebia Danilo or her, Emerson Royal.
Yeah.
But the point is, and that is what Tima Yahuya no. And these are normal players. That is why Colombia showed 2-1. Vinicius Junior, anyone do go boys, never up front. Never Rafinha and Gabriel Martinelli wins. They don't even have a typical center forward.
That is one thing they are struggling with. Now, some boy there was this Joao Pedro or Bob Brighton and
I'm talking about second half.
This is all a striker.
I'm talking about second half. Yeah. na wa on there and ya asem na aba Brighton a whole album striker nobody the Brazil national team what if mo
Hendrick Subobio
ah
Tony Hendrick
Hendrick
boy now he's small boy 17 years now Real Madrid etua over 40 million for his 60 million for his service
the potential no matter
or bench
the what his potential Hendrick money and there's near Mamu at the same level it's because I am Brazilian so Madrid got the potential in the next 3 years the who could hear what situation no and this name is already established than him but the next name they about to bench for Blasters.
Carlos Augusto has been rotting on the bench for Inter Milan but Onya call up to Brazil
so have you watched them never see after so
no I don't know anyone kakra
so I want the number from Upo umpo that is what make us say Carlos slot to go Juma in the summer or Juma yet.
Do you think Brazil doesn't have real quality in Europe as compared to first now?
Who say first no? Because of the way another market in the city no. Obe mature of Brazil ho. Answer about Europe.
Yeah.
But now and I give material team man no Arsenal. They bought him around $1 million to $2 million. $2 million euros. It's a pounds. To Arsenal straight. Because of the agency and the connections. But a player like this, supposed to be Brazilian league not mature. Very sure you know about high or buy. And 17 was your turn.
Yeah.
I told the potential. You didn't say the big the obey saying. You talk to her.
He's expected to join Real Madrid.
Now say one other player be buy aside Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo. Or not say Brazilian. I would Cologne because I try to know Dortmund. One Brazilian player be. But when 12 be out expectation.
Or no, what team man?
Oh, honestly for Brazilian league no. I forgot about the player.
Is it Everton?
No, any Everton. One Brazilian player be. Open the bar Real Madrid. He will still well, I don't know what to
Oh, okay.
What situation no? So Brazil or mine nankasa no. Sa get lose sometimes. Who's there? They be America say. They live on past glory. They are the only nation. And what bought every World Cup since 1930.
But oh, man, miss out. It's. Do you think Brazil losing its touch, has to do with football now being a science and an art? Obieti misua. Enti England for betimi de. Ebetimi atete players. Normal be world class. Than say first na pure talent First you know talent. It is just Brazil. Umfa we ni nchire baby ah. So no more talent. Do you think it because football is becoming more complex as a science? A skill you see you think kola you said that train for football boy do muko go academy from A6 near Chromo ball because Brazil players be more academy omo street football Ronaldinho mo fusa to mu nyi do e bia 14 years 15 years so when ya Santos be no abo so
Mutala 1 point. No sir, enye exact enye say ade ba ku ntina na basa.
Yeah.
But it's one of the reasons. But me ade ba ku me put mu odu pan here. Then time the Brazilian national team ever World Cup. Player ba beji di no. No nye no. Okay the 2002 World Cup. Ni pan na nim Ronaldinho.
no PSG
Ni pan na nim no.
no be enim no
Either say waba Europa. No baby ankofo nim no. And that's all Brazilian league ni mo when Chile for no dominated South America, they had a player being their Chilean national team. Omo ye your son by Europe. Some Chilean team omo je Copa America no. They had a player be. Omo ye your son pay European markets.
na Chile national team ka Gary Medel da sobo
What situation no? So I think Brazil na can lose something. That is why on member say Brazil na come for foreign coach that. So Carlos not to continue the man. He will be the very first foreign coach Brazilian national team. They realize that the be free omo team ni mu. Ade ba kwa be sure ya mo record ba kwa kito omo a. Omo hwe ni ye na break the asma to omo. Brazil missed every World Cup. Who's a World Cup no? Only 2 countries now qualify for every World Cup. But only 1 country now go every World Cup. And Brazil is the only country since 1930. World Cup be our baby. And I had never quick to say to the end thing Brazil will play in the World Cup. And we heard the way you see quantity, they should be careful. That is that. Okay. Mutala. Argentina lose the game for the first time.
Yeah, in about 14 games, sir. Omo we ni ato so no.
It's serious. And ade ba kwa me hu in mwawa. Say Argentina be lose this time round. Na Argentina be lose game e wo home. Because me feel say omo team we better than lose at this particular moment. But me can maybe Laro Scaloni can say ebe do pen so bi Argentina will lose the game. But lose way e break a lot of records. 2-0 to Uruguay. Ade ba kwa ma realize what this Uruguay team no say. Marcelo Bielsa and then the staffs no. Oma transform this Uruguay national team. Few months or gather this team. Because a team here are prepared to for a very long time. And Manuel Ugarte is playing like a seasoned veteran. But he's just 22 years. Also on team now. Ugarte. Fedi Valverde. Obanya Sabo now watch 3 goals. Only me 3 goals in the qualifier. Nicolas de la Cruz. No about Facundo Falistri. Or the Darwin Nunes. So Luis Suarez coming back into the national team, they didn't start the game. And now, here's a Darwin Nunes, that second goal, no come bomb Luis Suarez. That is how I am meant to be in the national team. And not a mess he did, what I say. Or you will find number 9 in the Uruguay national team, Darwin Nunes. With some calmness, composure, the need for goal, no, and then the near be more. And Marcelo Bielsa. Into the media, Bielsa at the Uruguay national team way now. You will not be surprised about this kind of result on Master Tinya. Uruguay national team in the history of South America is the only country on separate occasion watching both Brazil and Argentina. In 1917, Copa America. 1959 in Copa America. 1963 in Copa America. 1979 Copa America again. And 1982 in a World Cup. 2014 World Cup. And now they've been able to beat Argentina in a World Cup qualifier. Argentina. Since 1989. Almost to mention Argentina. Argentina soil in a World Cup qualifier. Uruguay for the first time in the history of South America. The last time I went to mention Argentina. And regular time was the Copa America and Argentina for a hostie. On penalty shootout, Argentina and lose to Uruguay by 5-4 on penalties. But not regular time. But regular time, the last time was 1989. This is the Uruguay national team. Almost wonders in South America. And it's under a new coach who is an Argentine, Marcelo Bielsa. I know yes, I wonders in South America. So on my Uruguay wonders no more. Make it say, South America. It's like a tournament final. So to achieve something among themselves, and it's not a major trophy.
Very huge.
So, transformation, look at that right here. Because of our mind, Omusano, a question Obiani Mobia. So when the players almost said the Uruguay national team this are, almost they are different from Nebo. Already call Uruguay for national team the more. Almost Luis Suarez, I want down for special be. Anytime the baby visit on my camp, no, I want different from the national team the more. That is what the BMX said. And no Biani then the best players be when it matters most. That is why I mean, TST say, your blast tire away. Someone like Abedi you Pele is no close to the national team. Even the so-called the Ayo, any Jordan Ayo, or mere difficult. No? When they meet the father at the camp, maximum respect the other players of war. So Abedi is a huge figure. Imagine on my Ghana. You should hear Okromha.
Na si yentimi ma huge for NSN can say appear among and so many nam team no.
Mutala, what say cancer more?
And yes, 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 cancer. So, what can the idea then?
I hint in the end, a bit of BH.
Mohammed Polo, we have to go back and bring them closer to the national team.
Adian Polo. I hint in the end, a bit of BH. I hint in the end, a bit of BH. I bet the mood. A casting across every angle. I bet you. You will not see him. So a crucial moment like you start a World Cup qualifier afresh. I bet this speaking to the boys for their first game. Master, wouldn't be able to my ear. Wouldn't be able to my ear. Remember that in the Sabaso. And in the last 3 games, a goal against Colombia, a goal against Uruguay.
How is he scoring goals
against Argentina? Sorry.
Mebacho, how is he scoring goals for Uruguay?
But of course, you do well for our struggle.
On starting most Liverpool games, or starting from bench.
There are a lot of factors. Once they didn't catch us, when they go to their national team at home, I should be able to do almost accept some responsibilities. Oh, my mom. Now, on mine, I will hear almost story no go. A bit yes in Africa stories. When you go to South America, some of these players almost stories no. A bit yes in Africa. So who's down in this airborne with those kind of performance? No, you know who born is here. Different from some of these things. I won't.
But my first story when came now to us. So okay, Michael Emiliano.
Yeah.
No age more Chelsea. Yes. They say Saudi Pro League, on a chief. Like the CEO of the Saudi Pro League.
Oh, that's good.
Or throw shots the ama warning to English Premier League or say they are coming for their top players. And also wait to me that
so that is that. So remember yoga for about to say, you know, I'm pull up a surprise. Etuma Argentina. Akochi in a World Cup qualifier like this. So remember game number on Tuesday, Brazil hosting Argentina, a very crucial game because both Brazil and Argentina lost.
Okay.
And so that is how for South America. Just quick one on Africa.
No problem.
Okay. Bigi Ramana. That midfielder, Veron Anita. Check Tioti.
Bekaya Anita.
Almost Academy Newcastle. No, Burundi midfielder be all. And none of said the first goal, Burundi. They won by 3-2 against Gambia. Massive result on their side.
World Cup qualifier.
Yes. And it's the only Burundi player we see in the Premier League. On the Premier League, no. International countries, so we see players in the English Premier League, they are more than 100.
Yeah.
So countries, I'm a player in the English Premier League, they are more than 100.
And now US Trinidad and Tobago, Costa Rica, it's now my Panama chance.
That is great.
Great.
Understand there?
Okay.
I'm happy to Burundi to me say Gambia by 3-2. Mohamed Salah.
Mo Salah.
And run the 4 goals no say no. I'm another top scorer in the World Cup qualifier for Egypt.
Okay.
Surpassing Abu Trika. So now Mohamed Salah in the World Cup qualifier for Egypt was 15 goals. Abu Trika was leading it with 14 goals.
So the Salah is the top Egyptian goal scorer
in the
as far as the World Cup qualifiers are concerned.
So our woman itself into the
and he's not done. I think about one match.
Oh, that's how Salah they say or bear the next 3-4 years when Obama Egypt.
Yeah. And this is what on mobile.
Oh yes, level now we don't know why should they are there. This is what mobile. And yes, I want to make us say own friend be normal.
So ball active football.
Now I say own friend. It will not be normal.
I say Ronaldo Bobo Saudi Arabia.
So Egypt 6-0 against Djibouti. Don't forget say you couldn't see a group. Egypt.
Show me.
So that is a good result of Mutuminya and I thought say Omutim bad.
We a group more Nations Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that is nice. Me feel. Okay.
They are on guy only pa. Tournament, don't guys have con any Egypt babo.
Show me.
Inti.
I say you more your Babara man who riding.
Oh, Egypt squad never show.
You bet my show mo. And you bet show mo. See the bet show mo. But see
it's only the history of the tournament in the favor because they've won it more than anybody.
No problem at
all. And almost squad in your bad.
No problem.
So almost blending with some few local players and some few foreign players. And then they are there back where everyone 6 against the boot there. Scoring that number of goals, no confidence in the coach.
No problem.
Mozambique so 3-2 against Botswana. And after the game, after that 3-2 win, no, I buy that promise you $1,200 as their winning bonus. So I say, God and African football, some of these smaller teams, no, find a way any results. Because they play man draw. A draw at home. I won the first game in the World Cup qualifier.
Not bad.
So that's not bad, sir.
Oshe Sudan pedigree now.
Yeah,
it is not bad.
So I put my umbo could see happy about so.
Okay.
And the result to me pass where then. So that is for Africa. For Algeria winning by 3-1 against Somalia. Sudan and Togo 2-2 Kosiapia. Nigeria no more surprise amount for. What situation no? Any Lesotho elbow 1-1.
And Black Star.
What did I say? Star boy. And then Lesotho 1-1. Nigeria I don't know their problem. Especially when they are playing at home.
Nigeria have a problem.
No more struggle.
No. What did you say?
And now me sure team the only player who was hey Osimhen.
Do you know I was watching Super Picks?
Yeah.
And now Omoka, who say Super Picks Nigeria for near.
Yeah.
And Moses, you know Moses, host no.
Yeah.
Okay, say there's a unique problem with Nigeria. Anytime they are playing in Nigeria, there seems to be some huge pressure on them, regardless of the team. Omuntimi, but Omokwa aware. That is where you see their best performance.
Because Lesotho 1-1. I'm not say first goal.
Hey, Lesotho na say first goal.
So I'm better man 1-1. And right, me from squad no. Osimhen pe no missing.
Yeah.
So coach you have to rely on
Boniface mu nyina.
Taiwo Awoni and Victor Boniface.
Onyame.
I want the front two.
Awoni nya empty po bi boss say ne.
Now but Kelechi Iheanacho. Alex Iwobi our midfield. So the Nigerian team way shouldn't be drawing to Lesotho.
I mean,
no.
If you have a lineup of
what the check squad?
Uzoho.
Okay, Uzoho. Now is your favorite goalkeeper.
If anything, Osaji Samuel on the ball 2.
Yeah.
Ajayi, Eric Kevin Bassi. Ena Obo Collins 3.
Look, no, Kevin Bassi.
Yeah, me
no see Academy Fulham.
Oh, Fulham from Ayas to Fulham.
From Ayas to Fulham. Yeah.
Ademula Lukman.
Academy Rangers.
Yeah. Ademula Lukman, Alex Nwobi, Onyeka. Any
Frank Onyeka,
yeah. Any Iheanacho, any Frank Onyeka, so you know, the Brentford.
No, only Alex will be the board that make foot deal.
Yeah.
No ball. Kelechi Iheanacho, any kind of saying Adama Lukman.
Yeah.
I want the wings. No ball. Taiwo Awoni, and the Victor Boniface.
Of course.
I want the front two.
Front two, no. Obo Boniface, any Awoni.
Yes.
And you are telling me this team cannot beat.
Nottingham Forest striker.
Yeah, me call
and Liverpool's in top scorer.
Lesotho lineup the players to be any pictures.
So you get the point. So Nigeria were very
no, they have a unique problem like 2 years.
A serious
2 years.
But Gabon so we need by 2 goals one against Kenya. That is a massive. Who's there? I never talk about World Cup qualifying. They say result to the most important is gather with 3 points. So what drop a point to home? O qualification no, a minimal. So that is what I fear for some of these countries. But I feel say a massive result for them. When I do escort SN Ra, I add 1-2 Stanley.
Yeah.
And now me support Portugal squad. No.
Me I was disappointed.
Now me disappointed. Said team when I was say only 2 goals.
Yeah.
For.
Yeah.
But I feel say.
Now commentator they can say many people will be disappointed with the Portuguese.
Yeah, now I'm sure results now to say yes. I disappointed result. But Austria so to me kwa we konya win. Match na me surprise Azerbaijan. Winning by 3-0 against Sweden.
Do you know I was surprised until I went back to look at Omu group, no? And I'm who said it's Azerbaijan, but Omu born and what did papa the way they are beating teams. Honum. They say Osho group now. Azerbaijan is in group F.
Yeah.
Honum. Omu toso a year 4th. And I wasn't surprised they beat Sweden yesterday because Omu Sweden now was 7 points.
Mutala, me one day games, but the real time they call it.
Yeah, the best end na. Say you be fear. And your Black Star the Nkwaneka. And the games that can do so our Africa. We will discuss our opponents as well. Only say Mali, a group, and they are playing Chad in Tiebeka and also account. It's boxing. Okay, Alaji Fadi Fatah, the box, but 0506367196 and the WhatsApp line. Josiah, good morning.
Mutala.
Yeah.
Apun say.
Namia dum. Nyakura fiso we akoye another 2-hour show. I was so sure.
Why are you carrying my cross for me?
Oh, I'm not carrying your cross.
This is my bedding to bear.
No.
So
I was a woman who had
cross over so I
you have about 2 hours with TV show. And then between 2 to 4, tune in to Max TV. You have something exclusive on Black Star at the mouth.
But the good thing is it's a Friday. It's a Black Star say we need I think say so I only
Friday
you've worked from Monday to Friday. Nanedu. You've worked from Monday to and sometimes sometimes Saturday and Sunday now.
Okay.
So as I said, so when you work and it's a Friday, you need to at least relax. No, you need to relax yourself. It's a Friday. So what I say, sometimes you need rest. You need to relax. You need to, rest when the week is over. It's if you are not used to enjoying Fridays, you need to start enjoying Fridays.
Okay.
What way? You not
Friday. Because maybe Friday say I spend it at church. Every Friday, me call all night, me special all night service. So I don't know say Friday what me do any sir. Oh, it's a good thing.
But my friend was that because you man na keys me yin at the pay. Easy. Mutala Michael Emenalu, the Nigerian.
Yeah.
Okay, you would remember say Chelsea becoming one of the forces in English football. This man was one of the brains behind it.
Of course. Juma papa. One time we started revolution.
From 2006 I'll buy.
Yeah.
And the technical director around 2009, 2010 Honum. Mutala, he's been one of the best technical directors I've seen in football. And you can see say the absence of Chelsea has really left the club struggling when it comes to recruiting the best players who play the Chelsea way. And it's evident. Mutala, I am always of the opinion say, see, when you are good at something, you are good at it. When you are great at something, you are great at it. And this man knows football. He knows the technicalities about what? About food, the technical aspect of football. No? See, this man knows it. Imagine a whole Saudi Pro League. Mutala, any team, any Ali Lalu, any Al Nasser, and Al Ittihad. But the Saudi Pro League making this man the technical director and the sporting director of the league. Mutala is huge news. A huge news. A man from Africa, Nigeria to be precise. It looks like we are not really appreciating the effort of this man when it comes to world football. But he's scouted talent for Chelsea.
Very much.
Juan Mata, Kevin De Bruyne, Mo Salah, Oscar. See, you can mention the talent on PM Chelsea.
Michael Emenalu.
See, this guy is one of the best technical directors that football has ever seen.
Assistant manager Krampoda Chelsea.
No, about Chelsea initially, no. He was an assistant manager. After 3 years later, no, he became the technical director.
Yeah.
But look at what he is doing in Saudi Arabia. So the whole league coming together to give him that position, no, Mutala, is no fluke. It's as a result of what he's done before and what they know he can do.
He oversaw the scouting of players like Juan Mata, Thibaut Courtois,
the list
Kevin
goes on and on.
Mohamed Salah, N'Golo Kante, Eden Hazard, Cesc Fabregas.
And these were players they had impactful stints at the club. I appreciate people like that because they understand or more understanding of the game, no. And that was how they understand the game deeply. And the mere fact that he's also an African, because we haven't really had people who are abreast with the technicalities of the game. Saudi Pro League, once out to be a man, you can say EPL for say yeah, but
or see he's coming. They are coming
because they know what this man brings to their game. They know the weight he carries, what he brings to their game. Who's of Chelsea? Chelsea has never been. They've struggled. Can't you? It's evident. Ever since he left, they've struggled. Look at the number of signings at Chelsea. Yeah, still a bit far. They don't want far more. But when this guy was around, he was doing the right things, signing the right players for Chelsea, players who are going to play the Chelsea way. Sometimes we need to appreciate talent like this. People who understand the game. Omuntia say about the game now. Omuntia say you're very, very deep. Michael Eminalu. He's a top guy. He's worked with some of the best coaches too. Yeah, he was the technical director for Monaco as well. Yeah. And in Kofu win now for Mobile team one as technical director, Chef Mutala, they will give you nothing but the best. A whole league, a whole Saudi Pro League. Liga all attracted some of the world stars, the best coaches, the best referees. Appoint this man to be what? The director of the league, the sporting director. Mutala is huge news. It's huge. And I think that he needs to be appreciated. Not just Nigerian football, but even Africa needs to appreciate this man for the job he's doing for global football, for the game.
Nigeria have only been see AFA president.
No, Oba Sisa Bibi anyone Nigeria. Oh no, he's me share a Juma Oba Saudi. I'm not sure say he want to go back to Nigeria no anytime soon. He's around 50, he's in his 50s. Yeah. I'm sure maybe Oba Brown or Saudi Hosa, because Saudi also get any go. But the man is doing something good. He's doing something right. And you see the impact is not just for the Saudi League, but Mutala, global football. So they said the Saudi teams and the Saudi League no, and the proposal Biako. Some person team back on Champions League no. And Mutala see, nyamebu wa yeshasi ya Agra grow.
Yes, the winner of the Saudi League.
Agra grow. In the next 5 to 10 years,
yeah, they can make it happen.
No, even if the Super League should emerge again. South Super League now once a year can be say suffice bioma. We could even see teams from the Saudi Pro League partaking in that Super League. Because it wouldn't be restricted to only teams, I think, in you can say Europe. So I think that there is a project they are undertaking. And Saudi Arabia for Munim Nyomoye. Because 2036, when they said they are hosting the Women's World Cup in 2035.
Yeah.
2036, maybe they could become the first country to host what? Back-to-back what? Men's and Women's World Cup. Which would be a very, very great achievement for them. But may Africa qualifiers no back. And the team and no here in Nigeria.
I don't know.
Oh no, Nigeria from where?
I think they have an exclusive problem.
But the problem is so glaring. And the shocking is that people are not seeing the problem with this Nigerian team.
But I don't know what problem no.
Problem now, Argentina problem no more some time back. We have the players, but we lack balance. We have the players, but we lack the man who can what? Steer this team to where they will have to be. That has been the problem with what? This Nigerian team. Yeni omo kobo sa double header no. World Cup qualifier no.
Yeah.
Then the ante. Omo ba no ma be bold list ni tintin, strikers be half. Attackers nkwa half. Chukwueze, Simon Moses, Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Satan kana Iwobi Crabo White. Ni yabo Iwobi, ni abowe, se kra Okobo ni fe so abeka ho. But Mutala, ask yourself, say, with all these players, where is the balance in this Nigerian team? And you see, this problem didn't start now. Because even last season, Obeka, they lost to, was it Central African Republic?
Central African Republic. Of course, they redeemed themselves when they went there.
Yes, almost this Sierra Leone, but 2-2.
Yeah.
So it looks like the problem has been there. It's been hovering for some time now. But look at the squad they had yesterday, Mutala. And you see, this team is struggling to find what? Balance. Mutala, balance in football is everything. And that was what Scaloni brought to what? Argentina. When they had a chunk, a half of their team to be what? Attackers. Big attackers. But then Argentina, they were struggling. Aguero, Higuain, all these players were struggling. So you ask, say, where is the balance with this Nigerian team? Mutala sometimes no. Oh, your both players there. Player be there. Oh, you see, there's quality. But Mutala, the ball now, your ball our pitch in no. It's different from what is being played on paper or what we see on paper. They are two different things. Having you can say a star-studded team and having the balance, Mutala, it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's a season be united. No more Dwamata, no more Wayne Rooney, no more Rademo Falcao, no more Van Persie, no more Adnan Januza, no more way, no more way. Now some come over and show me. Because you can have all the world stars and your team will still lack balance and you won't be able to win games.
So Nigeria lacks balance.
They are lacking balance in their team. No Mutala team way. If we are mentioning player for player, I think it's the top 3. Nigeria have one of the best squads in Africa. Players say ye player individually, ni en profile. Na say Ghana any squads in Nigeria. Your squad we endure Nigeria for the Ocean teams and Nigeria players say airborne. Your team didn't draw.
Sir.
No, look at the team. Look at the Nigerian team. And tell me say they do not have quality players, player for player than us. Player for player. They have one of the best strikers in world football now, in Victor Osimhen. That has been one of the positions that they be play. So you can see that they have everything, but then it will take someone with what? The technical brain, a tactical genius to get the ball, find the balance for this team. Else they will keep struggling. And you see, one thing I realized, they say, Omu group this way, it may be this draw might not do anything to them. And this is a Ghana group, no, and not the other groups. Because this is a group where you have Lesotho, you have Nigeria, you have Rwanda, you have Zimbabwe, South Africa, and Benin. So the only team that could come close will be South Africa. Oh, Zimbabwe won't share down you, sir.
Hey.
Yes, oh no, it's South Africa. No, but Zimbabwe will not call it if there's a team that will battle with Nigeria for qualification in this group. It's South Africa.
South Africa.
No, it's not Zimbabwe, it's South Africa. No, look at the group. Let's just look at the group. Imagine they had one Morocco in there and can draw away. They'll rule this result till the World Cup time. So it's the balance. They are struggling to find the balance within this Nigerian team. They have some good players in there. No two ways about that. What is that? Even with the SAPs, no, I think it's a way Chukwueze.
Yeah, Obemu.
Yeah, Chukwueze Bemu. Most of the players even came on. Simon Moses Ebemu. Ola Aina Onusu Bemu. So look at the players they have. And tell me that these players, player for player, they don't have more quality than Ghana. They have
more quality than Ghana.
Oh, more quality. Saying Mutala, Nigeria team with quality woman is more than Ghana.
Hey,
now who player bit say Boniface? Mutala, their players are scoring. No, their players are in some top. No, their players are in top form for their club side. Keletis. No, and now Pate that be me go bobo. So Oye love that is. No Pate that be any bobo. Pate hasn't kicked a boy in a while now.
We have Osman Bukari.
Mutala, look at the Nigerian team and you understand what I'm saying.
We have Fatah Ishahaku.
Leicester City.
Oh yeah, both play by Liverpool, play Bo Europe week in week out. Victor Osimhen, Bo Champions League. You are still mentioning these players. Mutala, let me go to South America.
No problem.
Argentina. Their glory days will be over very soon.
Why?
Mutala, it's still the Lionel Messi team. Per what I saw yesterday, Argentina without Lionel Messi is average. Omako is a Nigerian. Average. Argentina without Lionel Messi. Imagine Argentina losing at home to Uruguay. And the best rated player on the pitch was Lionel Messi for Argentina. Ushe team normal the ball, and it's typical to the team that consistent team normal the ball. You can't say World Cup no. Where you have Alexis McAllister, Rodrigo De Paul, Enzo Fernandez, all the players playing. And the best or the highest rated player for Argentina was Lionel Messi. Mutala, per the performance I saw Argentina put up, I'm convinced that Lionel Messi will captain this team to 2026 World Cup.
2026 World Cup.
Oh yeah. I'm convinced that Argentina cannot do without Messi at the next World Cup. Because when they go, they will be an average team. at the team. Look at the team. The team Argentina kita no. But they are still struggling, even when they have Lionel Messi on the pitch. So imagine Lionel Messi retiring. Or more fair before mono. Because it looks like they are an average team. They are just a normal team whenever they play without Lionel Messi.
We say same about Barcelona. Say omunye after Lionel Messi.
Now omu ye di na eba we.
But they've won the league.
After
Lionel Messi, they've won the league.
And no
Then be now better.
No, me pass say no
After Leo Messi,
no, but only say in the history of Argentina, Mutala, they've enjoyed some of the best you can say times under Lionel Messi.
Of course.
Yeah. And you see, I was watching the game and I was asking, say, is it only a we fi team ni moi? Why am put the bet nya nya mo ye no? South America born more din.
Pa.
Hey. Who so mu bobi down? Sabo no ni insurance ayembo. South America born.
Sa region e more din.
Hey. Mutala. Na eya hwe Copa America, na hwe si no mo bo no. Hwe Copa America. No, you can't come from South America and be a soft player. No. Look at the players. That's why they are fearless.
Asen tokwa no mo ko.
Esen tokwa. That's why when the players live there, even at a young age, and they come to Europe, Mutala, they thrive.
And there was a lot of fights in that.
And I may say, look at the players who live there. When they come to Europe, Mutala, they thrive. Ask yourself, say, why? Because league the more thing. Copa Libertadores. Oko check club teams no more bo. Mutala yembe she oba bobia yembe she ofie. Oba boss a league ni bia yembe she. So the moment they leave South America and go to Europe, you born here mremom. So look at the most of the players who move South America at the young age. Mutala mbo muso. Because you born as a the physicality no then and she dey new us.
Yeah.
But then I'm looking at this Argentina team and I fear for them. Life after Lionel Messi will be hell for them, Mutala. Because they don't look promising. The average rating of that team, Mutala, was around 6.5 out of 10 for Argentina. It's Russia. Even Lionel Messi is not playing enough games for Inter Miami. But Argentina, most of the games from Gabo, he's featured for them. And this time he played full time. Shani age akane kekakwa in 37.
Yeah.
Shani age. By 2026 no kekakwa in 40. But I'm telling you, say Argentina would, they know very well. See, Lionel Messi cannot complete the qualifiers and not play at the World Cup. And he's going to start every single qualifier they play. He's going to captain them, and he's going to captain them at the World Cup. I always say South America for qualifiers no is one of the easiest with regards to the number of teams over there and the number of teams that have to qualify or that get a chance to qualify.
Yes, 6
say a table. Yes, on the table. It has a league format.
Yeah.
Into every you know about 18 games. Because there are 10 teams over there. Into about 9 home and away 18. Benye sapa na Brazil mpo ebe pie wa Africa nka World Cup won ko bi. Bo no mo bo no nko. Bo na Brazil ebo sesi a no nko.
Na obeko bi.
Wa
O nka obeko bi.
Na Brazil bo team we oboy ono bo be papa be no bo.
Debi nka obeko bi.
And na Brazil me pair no oni Morocco e wo the same group obe film.
O pair Brazil.
Mr. Brazil team wo kitan. Bo no bo. Me pair oni Morocco obe film.
E wo the same World Cup group. Say you have a qualifier.
Miss no
Morocco qualify.
The same format now you able to see with 6 teams. You be na ba akwa. If I pair Brazil bo no mo bono in the same group with Morocco. Omo be form rough.
Now where?
Me must say now. World Cup last 5 editions. I've been there 4 times. So I know how it's done.
So you qualify ahead of Brazil?
No, I'm just putting this. No, I say na make say Mutala bono mo bono. Brazil are very fortunate. Say out of the 10 teams, 6 will qualify automatically, and 1 will have to what? Qualify via the playoffs. In the chances say Brazil will miss out, no, it's very, very what? It's slim. Nyamekans what here, but no more bono. Mutala, Brazil, they've really fallen in terms of quality.
Okay.
Oh, they've fallen in terms of quality. See, I was on him say one thing Brazil has struggled with in recent times is the fact that the European game is changing their football culture. They've really struggled with that. European game, no, as the way on mobile because most of these players are playing in Europe. Most of the players over there are playing in Europe. It's just a game, no, gradually, some about what? Their game. These players are playing under what? Like coaches who have really you can't say come up with the European style of play. Inter now is a science, it's a skill. You need to learn it. Back then, Brazil 2002, not a pure talent, and no more. It wasn't about the tactics. What the tactics measure? Because they had what? The talent. Since 2002, have they dominated? Ask yourselves, have they been to the final of any World Cup tournament? No. Even when they hosted it, they couldn't even manage it to the final. That is how revolutionized the game has been. Game na say board no yes yes bi or the board so e wo book mu enye ne de wo ne nkwa ebi wa ye den yesua. So I think that is where they are being left behind a bit, because the team they paraded, they had about 6 of the players playing in the Brazilian league, because the social players able Europa. See, Neymar is not reliable. They are not even counting on him whilst he's playing in Saudi, and even say the standard not drop it. So you look at the fact that Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo, who are leading the lines for Real Madrid, are the ones leading the lines for Brazil. Then you see that this team is lacking leadership. Brazil team, they're lacking leadership. Yes, sir, Vinicius, I want to say Joao Pedro. Me catch us away with the Morocco be show mo. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. This Brazilian team, see, they had Andre, who was playing Bruno Guimaraes. With Rafinha playing. Rafinha crying no ball way basa. See, football is all about eras, generations. Such generation way, you don't see them doing anything for Brazil. Mutala, I'm being honest with you. This generation of players, you don't see them doing anything for Brazil. And America said, qualification routes in the Emirates. If they'll still go by this qualification, see, forever, they will always qualify for the World Cup. Say 10 teams, 6 will go automatically. 1 will qualify for our playoffs. Tell me how Brazil will miss out. They won't. They'll qualify for the World Cup. But then don't judge them on those performances at the World Cup qualifiers. Already they've played 5 games. They've lost 2. They've drawn 1. They've won 2. Their next game will be against Argentina. Now, maybe they might lose that game again.
Brazil might lose again.
Oh, but I look at the game they are playing. Brazil are struggling. They are really, really struggling. And it's about time they did something to the team. It's about time. I even feel a bit from where I sit. I feel see if they parade a 23-man squad from their own league and South America, they even stand a better chance. Because that has been the Brazil we've known since. And back then they blend Brazil or Brazil. No more Europe, no. Then they blend them.
To batch as a Martinelli, more Brazil team.
Mutala, Rodrigo, Martinelli, you can say Vinicius Junior.
Anthony.
Now we Anthony Rafinha. Now we the G World Cup.
They have Bruno Guimaraes. They have Joe Linton.
Mutala, Joe Linton, Newcastle. Where did you World Cup?
Hey,
I'm a blue. What the Martinelli, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, Anthony, Rafinha, World Cup. Nya World Cup never full.
MSC Royal.
Nya World Cup never full. Renan Lodi. World Cup never full. They are never going to beat any European top team.
lack kahun.
No, sometimes you create your luck. Sometimes in football you create your own luck. And I don't see how good this team is. They can even upset any European team. This team is not scoring Portugal. This team is not scoring France. Croatia, they would even Croatia. They are not beating any top team in Europe. I'm telling you. In Kanka name a bekan no assassin no. Onumpo bekan no assassin no. So I don't see how serious they are as a team. And just like Nana Adu said, I feel that maybe sometimes coaching too, is key. Because we've seen how coaches struggled with this Argentina team. Scaloni just came and he changed everything. So maybe one coach can just walk in and change the whole problem they are facing. change everything about the team. But then from where I sit, the ball no more bona. Me say the Omo Africa cry, boss. But from Africa, then more Senegal be, and you see how bad they are.
Mati, all right.
Mutala be the one we see.
Okay, Josiah Quaye and out in Kano. Tony, if I predict no Bray and Sana, also boxing or to the predict and Bray. Now we move on and read your messages before the any chef it is all about the Black Stars of Ghana. 20 and then or games by
Mutala Indra me wanna Josiah and another kwa friend me say Burundi ne Nigeria say me bet nam say umba me investors no buafu but you say etenti ye de ye ja cheshe ti e bon pae Josiah be mami idea be say me call out na me make sure some man for benya total odds of 100 crores for me failure and I'm so me failing and I'm still okay then I'll work around it because more handicaps be 99% above it maybe from next week going you know I'll make people follow now a tomu say boom I'm on for because say predictor Christmas never so I'm going all a higher risk but in the African World Cup qualifier matches be Baso Eswatini only Libya under 3.5. Guinea, any Uganda under 3.5. Comoros, any Central African Republic under 3.5. Zambia, any Congo, double chance, Emma Zambia. Liberia, any Malawi, double chance for Liberia. Ghana, any Ghana, any Madagascar, straight win for Ghana. Tunisia, any Sao Tome Principe, straight win for Tunisia. Burkina Faso, any Guinea-Bissau, double chance for Guinea-Bissau, 1x. Cameroon, any Mauritius, a straight win, Emma Cameroon. Ivory Coast, any Seychelles Island, straight win for Ivory Coast. Mali, any Chad, straight win for Mali. So, matches are made atuja mamembo bosu bi omuna investors in Yabutre, Namuncho, in the day. Make sure say, a chile success then kra, amount for Benyes kakakra ediogu omubutum. So Eswatini, any Libya under 3.5, Guinea, any Uganda under 3.5, Comoros, any Central African Republic under 3.5, Zambia, any Congo, double chance, Emma Zambia 1x, Sansuna, Malawi, any Liberia, any Malawi, double chance, Emma Liberia 1x, Ghana, any Madagascar, straight win for Ghana. Tunisia, any Sao Tome Principe, straight win for Tunisia. Sounds like Burkina Faso, any Guinea-Bissau, double chance, Emma Burkina Faso, 1x. Sansona, Cameroon, any Mauritius, straight win for Cameroon. Ivory Coast, any Seychelles Island, straight win for Ivory Coast. Mali, any Chad, straight win for Mali. So, Mutala, in there, we and a predictor, Eddie Abetuja.
Hey, Tony Bebli,
yes,
and Thierry.
So, Ubetra.
Message
You're more those things. Men found Confabinka, once an Anedu Mawa, no way to an Anedu. Josiah Trout, no, Unya predicted, men Quaye, yes, Utumia permutations. It to me far.
Fabinko Frank,
Menko for Josiah predictions.
Listen to what the Spirit is telling the congregation.
Okay.
And then England a ball, Kazakhstan a ball. Look at those games. England handicap 4. Kazakhstan handicap 3.
Okay.
Listen to what the Spirit is telling the congregation.
Mate. Okay, so I hear Tony Bebli now telling the coming kind messages after the entry on your bar. If Insem will be heavy on everything that is happening around the Black Stars of Ghana. We say, Alhaji Mutala, please sack Nana Adu from your studio. In fact, because Nana Adu, I will sue Max Sports. Nana Adu pa, greetings to you, Haji Anafisa, Onga from Medina, and on the way by. We say good morning, Mutala. I'm enjoying the show live from Tema. Ghana is going to win, and the day will score today. Have a wonderful weekend, fams. It's your boy, Father Hydrogen. We and say I am Toxic from Tema Community 9 inside Mr. Saki Rewinding Show. Mutala, please tell predictor that all my cocoa beans money is gone. Oh, predictor, we a Cobra Mu Pro Max. Nigeria, high, high. We say good morning, Mutala, and your intellectual sports soldiers. Mutala, please let your panelists help me digest help digest this for me. In South America's World Cup qualifier, I learned the losing team is being deducted 3 points. Well, I don't understand what you mean. Losing team saying. Wait, Nanedu, the sports doctor. Nanedu, that's the fact. And Mutala yourself, you know, it's just that those players are coming from America. That is the only difference. We have better players than them. It's all because of the corrupted leaders we have. Mutala, have you asked yourself the reason why players perform better there, but when they come, nothing good comes out of them? I am Martin, texting from East Legon. Okay, Martin. This one says, Mutala, there's nothing. Also, there's nothing like luck in football. There's real meaning of luck is labor under construction. Labor under constructive knowledge. So you labor for your wins under constructive knowledge from a good coach. Malash and I know any message way by. Where's the GM guys about the point Nanedu made that Brazil stands a better chance parading players from their league now. That's what Ghana needs more. A free far from Tema Newtown. We see the controversial Josiah Quaye again. The man who claimed here is the best keeper in Man United history and better than Peter Schmeichel. Today, Argentina is average without Messi. Why does he think it is strange for Uruguay to beat Argentina and that makes Argentina average? Argentina against Uruguay is one of the toughest games in South America. This Argentina team will still be strong without Messi, so Josiah should stop his exaggeration. Kofi from Kasua. Where's the Max Sports? Individually, Nigeria have a better squad than Ghana, but I just like the way Mutala believed in our players. Isaac Tay from Afienya. We say, GM, how are you? Or please, are you showing today's match between Ghana and Madagascar? Simon from Dodo, our greetings to Kofi Tia Selom, the great designer. We are not showing the match on Max TV, but there's live commentary on Max 89.7 FM. Good morning, Max FM. Brazil and Argentina should be careful because them spoil plenty people them a bet. Black Stars should make us proud because we are tired and fed up with their disappointment. This is Citizen Kelvin inside Tema Community 1. We say good morning, Mutala. I am praying for the Black Stars today to beat Madagascar by 2-0. My name is Niade from Tema Kumpe Betonsa, Ghana Limited, and I will know anyway. But this one says, please, you people should stop discussing about Nigeria and discuss serious issues. If you know, you know. Best of lucks to the Black Stars. Today I am Yaya the Harmless from Ashama Roman down. Okay, we say, hey, I didn't have from any soul. Okay, Skillions from La. Or see, it seems Nigerians are only good at acting. How can you not be able to score Lesotho at home? We say for the first time, I agree with Nanedu. These Brazilian players are average. And this one says, good morning, Max Boss. Your station is loud and clear in Adam's Barbering Shop at the back of Ashama KFC. Great work, guys. Listening to you live at Makita Laundry. Albert Scandoff, Osu Remix, TGIF. Just a thank God. It's Friday. We see, dear, I hope this message finds you well. Okay, it has found me. I wanted to take a moment to share with you how much sports means to me and how it become an integral part of my daily life here in Achimota Christian Village. Okay, Matthias here. Warm regards. Godwin Hukboti, and the message way bye. Hi. Good morning. I am disappointed in Brazil yesterday, because Brazil have strong players. I am very disappointed. I am from Volta region, South Tongu district. I am Marcelo from Jegbetato. I don't know if I got that one right. Well, say good morning, my lovely sports panel. I'm doing the listening at Tema Community 1 side 14. I am Theo. Please, the last time Ghana scored 3 goals against Madagascar, Felix Afeneja was part of the squad. I pray Ghana will score 2 goals. Okay. And the Black Stars of Ghana said in Mekano, it is all about the Black Stars of Ghana. This one says, GM Mutala and your crew. I think I agree with Nanedu. Some players are playing in the big teams in Europe because of where they are coming from. I know inside Mimpasem, East Legon, or no anyway. And this one says, good morning, Mutala. Your show is airborne in 𝐒𝐿 Mutala, Darwin Nunes is not struggling to score goals in Liverpool. Check his last 10 goals. We didn't say he's struggling to score goals. I said he's struggling for game time. Because I no free bench there, but I won't say Jota and starting. Or see, Nanedu Garimedo is still starting at Chile with Sanchez. Nanedu Bigrimana is not the only Burundian, okay, Brigimana player, the only Burundian player to play in the Premier League. Have you forgotten Saido Berahino? Yes, no, Obama England, and also Chico, So, Muta, you allow Nana Adu to compare Baba Rahman to Renan Lodi. This guy, this is Nzonzi. And this was his Nana Adu, and in Polo. Also, then, Eddie and Polo, the truth must be told. Our past footballers have sat down unconcerned when we also then when they can loudly we can loudly hear them and feel their pains. Okay, I'll read the messages later, but Alhaji Fadi Fatah Abahanum to give us the rundown. There's boxing this Saturday at the Bukom Boxing Arena. Last time, so every 2 weeks there's a fight night at the Bukom Boxing Arena. Alhaji, this weekend, Saturday, which fight nights are we having and which bouts are we looking forward to?
Okay, good morning, Mutala. Hope you are doing well.
By
and
his
the
grace.
whole sports team at Max 89.7 FM. We are grateful to you always for the support. As I can say, this week it's Fight Night 17.
17.
Yeah, that means we are approaching the end to the Fight Night 20, the finals on the 26th of December 2023. Meanwhile, this Fight Night 17, there are some little bit dynamics and changes to what we are doing.
Okay.
Basically, if you notice from the last Fight Night 16, the last quarter, we started introducing sales of ticketing.
Okay.
Just to say that it went well, was accepted, but we had a little bit of some infringes here and there on the ticketing. So this week, we're introducing the hand wristband.
Okay.
Which basically, I don't know if you are live on screen, you can see it is on my hand.
Of course, those who are watching on Facebook can see.
they
Oh, so
can
just
see
like what we have at parties where you get there and they give you a wristband.
Yeah,
to show
but this
that
is
your ticket.
like a paper, not like a
Okay.
rubber, but still very durable, adhesive, stays on your hand for the period you are there. And we want to try and see how to control more the crowd.
Okay, Alhaji, I'm not cutting you, but if I have this wristband, this hand paper wristband on my arm, can I go out and come in?
Okay, before that, to acquire the wristband, you have to come. The procedure will be not sold in advance, sold at the gates only.
Okay.
So when you get it put on your wrist, and then the adhesive will stick on it. That will be your entry from outside to inside the arena yard. From there, when you are entering into the arena, you show your hand. Then it's verified that you are really bought a hand wrist band, and you enter to the specific area, wherever it is, popular stand or ringside.
Okay. So from what I'm getting, once I have the wristband on, this band on, I have the liberty of going out to do something and walking in once I have it on.
Of course, and that's it. And that wristband is not removable. If you tear it off, that means you cannot come back in again. Because if you go out and it's torn and you say you can't find it again, that's your own business. So you have to make sure
it is always on.
It's always on your hand. It's not torn off till after the event.
Okay.
There'll be 3 steps of checkups from the gate when you enter. From when you are entering the arena, there's another check. And when you are seated, there will be a police check round, just looking at people's hands. And if you don't have a wristband, they can just ask you calmly to get up and go out of the arena. So we want to make sure that the proceedings are well done. And not necessarily is because of gate fees and money or revenues, but it's about having sanity in the arena, making sure that everybody who's coming there is a responsible person to do whatever you are, young, old, male or female.
So how much is it going for this time? Because last week you sold the tickets for 20 cedis and 50 cedis.
Yeah, this week due to a high demand from the populaces of the boxing fraternity, we are trying to put together, so we are putting it at popular stand 10 Ghana cedis.
10 Ghana cedis.
10 Ghana cedis. That's half of the 20. And then the ringside, instead of 50 Ghana cedi, we are cutting it down to 30 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
To make it more affordable. And then for having more people, easy access. They want to come and enjoy the boxing live. We try to tell them watch it on television. They say no, we want to be there.
They want
see
to
it
have a
live.
feel of the arena.
Actually, the feeling in the arena is different than just watching it on TV. Every
course.
field has a different. TV more is for advertising the clients and things for the broader viewership, but definitely in the arena is a different field together.
Now let's talk about the Ghana Professional Boxing League in general. It started last year. That was a first season. This is the second season. We are almost at the tail end of things. How would you sum up everything ever since it started? What has been the reception?
Well,
how has Ghanaians accepted this?
Well, for acceptance, I think there's a proof there. You've been seeing the crowd, the attendance, and the people, and then it's been accepted by all the boxing fraternity. We're having a lot of vibes from the World Boxing Authority, from the African Boxing as well federations, and from West African Boxing Federation. So to us, it is a successful venture. Still yet not maybe making the numbers in terms of financial. So we are basically as an IMAX boxing promotion. We have taken this initiative with the Ghana Boxing Authority to invest in Ghana boxing, making sure that in the soon future things will change, and then we will have more at least value for whatever we are doing. But so far so good. I think we have made the impact. We have come to settle down. The boxing itself have come in a different way. You know, a simple example, like usually annually in a country, 3 or 4 or 5 promotions happen, and people rush the boxes, the gyms, to be part of it.
Yeah.
And they even pay money to those promoters.
To be part.
To be part. In our way, we are doing 20 fight nights in a season, and rather we pay the boxers to come and fight. They don't pay us. And that makes the process and development of the boxer very fast. Because believe me, if you will get a chance to fight only once or twice in a year, in 4 or 5 years, you've even lost your fitness and everything. You cannot maybe sustain. Because
So
you haven't reached
consistency.
to that,
Yeah.
Consistency and speeding the process of getting to that stage. Like for instance, you have to win not less than 7 fights before you complete the national level.
Okay.
Before you move to Africa, another 3 fights to complete the African level. Before now we can be attacking and going to the world title
level.
and
So
to
this,
be in one of the...
this is actually improving the boxing.
Yeah, it's make the process faster. So for instance, if you have 20 fights and you fight 8 or 9 and you can win 6 or 7, you are finished from the national first year.
Okay.
Second year, you do 2 or 3 fights with the African. That means third year, you are on the world level there. And that's a big achievement, and it speeds the process. Otherwise, you know, then you'll be waiting. By the time you realize you are getting the opportunity, you are even old and you have lost all what you have.
Okay, Alhaji Fadi Fatah, a group director for IMAX Media and Ghana Professional Boxing League, and he's the brain behind it. Fight Night 17 coming off next 2 weeks. Coming off tomorrow at the Bukom Boxing Arena. 10 CD and 30 CD.
Yeah,
30 CD for ringside. Yeah.
I just want to add that gates are open from 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yeah. The fights start officially 9:30 p.m. So it's for you. The earlier the better you come to have your seat, get your wristband, avoid the crowd outside the gates, and then be seated, enjoy yourself with the nice.
And I've seen that you are giving opportunity to some people to also showcase their talents. I mean, the fans come there, and some of them have an opportunity of getting into the ring and displaying their dance moves and all that.
I mean, those are part of the entertainment portion of the league itself. But what is the most important to as well, that we are starting to support the amateurs. So when you come as well early, from let's say 8 o'clock, we start some amateur fights. And that's interesting as well to see the youth, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, 12 years fighting. So it's an interesting, I mean, and we are there to continue. We thank our sponsors, Premium Motors, official agent on for Renault cars, for giving us 2 fantastic, beautiful cars for the best gym and the best we are boxer of the season. We have Soccer Bet, we have Techno, we have IMAX Electronics, we have JB Fresh Foods, and not forgetting as well Max Buy.
Okay, Alaji Fadi Fatai Dasisano Peubaye. So fight night 17 of the Ghana Professional Boxing League comes off tomorrow at the Bukom Boxing Arena, and Alaji Maya breakdown. Also, now you have to pay 10 CD to enter the popular stand, and also 30 CD for the ring side. Let me continue with the messages before we take a break and come back and do stuff concerning the Black Stars. Where's Mutala Nanedu Pa? Which Black Star player is Nanedu comparing to the current Brazilian team? Is it this current Black Stars? 4 p.m. today is just there. Yesterday, Nigeria struggled to draw with Lesotho. Brazil would definitely qualify for the World Cup, where Ghana will struggle if things are not done right. Predictor. Joe from Ofanko Barrier and I honor edit way by. We say, good morning. It is your regular listener. Then sleep Benjiro listening to you live inside Tema, Newtown. I say, I want to thank God Almighty for your lives. Keep up the good work you are doing. Greetings to all my lovely friends, Bob Spencer, Samituga, Gold, Ateta, and Obo Munina, we and also Parliament members, Munina Mokaho, or the Monchia Amam. We say good morning. The Real Madrid player Nanedu is talking about is Alvaro Rodriguez. Wilfred from Osu. Thank you, Wilfred. This one says, good morning, Mutala. I hope you are doing great. I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk, but Nanedu make a come talk about Baba Rahman. How can he be someone? Oh, no. You can't say this. Reku from Odoko. Oh, Benye Babasa. Hi, I am Emmanuel from Takrade. Please, can you share predictor also on the WhatsApp line? I do miss it sometimes. Okay, we'll get it back for you. What is Nanedu saying? That Messi would have scored more if he was playing in Europe. What about Suriname, Salvador, Trinidad, Jamaica, and Haiti? Cristiano Ronaldo playing against these teams would have recorded 500 goals against them. You are not a fan of CR7. Don't lie to yourself. Don't forget Portugal beat Uruguay 3-0 in a World Cup 2022. This one says, good morning, Max FM. I am Colombia from Adentan. I said Madagascar all the way. Hey, Uti Adentan, now Madagascar all the way. I don't hear Madagascar ni. Good morning to all Max FM members. God help us win today's game so we can go to the World Cup. I and Mama Thelma Quaye are listening to you live from New Fadama Presby Church. Daniel Seusu, God bless you for the good work. We do say hi. This one says, good morning, Mutala, great family. Or say your panelists are great as well. You guys are doing a better than we thought. Or say when it comes to World Cup qualifiers, Black Stars win almost all home matches, but now they should be focused and determined. The players should play for Ghana like they are playing for their clubs. Or fair Nana Richard from Hacho, Ecomog, and I don't know anyway. By this one says respect goes on to all IMAX crew. This is Lipman from Ayesa Kumono. This one says, please Mutala, can you give me your number? Sir, for the hydrogen material, we didn't come out. Why? This one says, for instance, Argentina lost to Uruguay over the night. Someone said Argentina will lose 3 points for losing to Uruguay. How true is this? Jupiter the General from Spintex. And I'm going to see now. If we are heavy on the Black Stars of Ghana. Also, there is Women's Premier League action this weekend. Afisa, update on that.
Embrace the all-new IMAX 32 Android television with advanced modern tech, which gives you an improved viewing experience and unlimited pleasure. The slim, slick television comes with full HD screen with high resolution and wide color gamut. The top-notch picture quality makes your movies and games 5 times clearer. With the latest Android 11 version, enjoy all your favorite Android apps like Netflix, YouTube, Showmax on a click. Watch all your favorite programs non-stop with a sharp focus, balanced contrast, and radiant balance. Take a step into a new world of scenery and fantasy with the new IMAX 32 Android television. Available at all Max Buy shops nationwide and online at 1,799 Ghana cedis only. Visit us on www.maxbuy.com.gh or download the Max Buy app on Google Play Store. You can also call on 0.
Cut it. $100 million. Ye man de pefe said that should be oh my Ghana a home betchere no pa. E kwan ba ko e befa so ate sa wo how you so any say e mo ayedua wo man mu no e bebua ma akuafo atimi aye ne yie se beye na emo no ye betimi adua ne dodo so nti grape esrese anke benya nsase wo man Ghana mu a e betimi de adua mo ne dodo so sanso ene ye bodawro say schools ahodo mu security agencies eno Ghana mo ema adwumayefo ene adesuafo wo man Ghana mu eni afei so asoye hwe o man sikasam so eso akuafo asene a kababua pa timupo etachira ne se yebeto fapem bia enkita wodi betimi akoso na mpanifo de hihye yebegu akwan mu a developmental partners ene Ghana ban ebetimi akabom aboa wenti ene ye kase akuafo ankwa oman ni buada sa dwumadie yi Ghana Rice Interprofessional Body etwaniti ase grip ene ni Jospon Group of Companies CSIR Kali Ghana and John Ajekunko Akabomwa Woye Ghana Rice Interprofessional Body AD the annual Ghana Rice Festival. If you are day, Obubo Someda Tosudu Swafim Pinuni Adunumi and Samu, F1 Sunderland Children's Park, yeah, by National Theatre and Crime. Sankratway and Peninfueda Ghana Rice Interprofessional Body Ano and the Jospon Group of Companies are no and a day bro. Bra, the more Ghana and more cure for Abaso, Obanswa, and more Woodwa. Febibra, grape, home of Ghana Rice.
It's Messi, 2-0 to PSG. Beach Mane, and it's blasted into the back of the net by Naby Keita.
Miller shot the target. Oh my word! That was the Sputnik through the middle. Opportunity for the Fabians. They are back in it. Awako.
When fundamentally you fail to do the right thing over the years, Africa or GN Munyam, Trodi, or Riasiman, and you know, again over the years, almost 3 years, sustain you also. They say Manchester United is winning quadruple. Hey,
I'm penny for say a motia your son, you multipene, a yes, Sasabon Samoa Wabu Achacha, and a yet mass post pack. Yasa Abebio, a Juada, Ecosi, a Fiada no Panon Cron, Ecosi, a Ria Prem to Brim, Tia Yang, Yada dear, and Kwan Bebrel.
Welcome back from that break. You're still listening to Max 89.7 FM. It is the Sports Park here. Ya kwa manone ya bobo 70 biswa. They say ebefie ya befie fin semino. And look at what is happening. As I told you, we are heavy on the Black Star. So it's all about the Black Stars of Ghana, and they will be in action against Madagascar in a World Cup qualifier, which will come off at the Barbara Sports Stadium. And there's live commentary here on Max 89.7 FM. Send me the kind catch you know. will be heavy on the Black Stars. You be Black Stars home come ni ashe. Yeah, ways I be to me at Madagascar for a form so that we begin our campaign on a flying note. Inti you be the home come, but then you know kwane this weekend. There's Ghana Premier League action. There's also Women's Premier League action. And some no also. But quick one. Yeah, share a fixture so Ghana Premier League. And no just as yet. Heart of Lions, Bechem United, so Karela would be at home and welcome Adriana as well. Breakup Chelsea would also take on Legon Cities with Baby Gold Stars facing Nations FC. But for Quatano would be engaging in Swaterman with Real Tamale United also playing host to Dreams FC. Then on Sunday, there's Kumasi Asante Kotoko back at the Barbarian Sports Stadium as they take on Mediema with Great Olympics facing Samatex. Accra Lions would also take on Heart of Folk. And any games in the Ghana Premier League. It's an American Black Stars 70 dollars. So, remember, Nafisa, updates on women's football. Pray now, the academy in Black Stars and Ghana Premier League. Nafisa, then the whole this week, I've seen a couple of the fixtures. Barry Munina bought this weekend.
World Cup qualifiers in the Yemen but just and then Memman bomb Black Stars and a bomb and also on that note third round World Cup qualifiers 2020 Colombia 2024.
Okay.
Black Princess return leg and a so Sunday we
the Ekoshe Swatini no.
The Ekoshe Swatini 6-1. Return leg no basso Sunday. Sunday at Rasport Stadium 3:30 p.m. in Taman for Ancient and so Emma Amanfo. Saturday and so Ampem Daku Ejna Akuno. I first and second I year and then third and fourth. Nina Eka see
any as far as bono.
Or money as far as
see a show group stage.
And group stage 2-1. Man also
say you be show.
And the third position ever Ampem Daku asment.
You be bronze.
And no beba so Saturday 8 p.m.
Okay.
That's match me so live. Was San Pedro Horn Mighty. I'm for and so say I'm Pemda Kwan Sudinakono. Echna Cote d'Ivoire. Cup Champions League women no at least no meet me new money. Anye be anted no the bar and also be boy inti. And so my Sana so Malta Guinness Women's Premier League ho. 2 matches various centers. Northern zone and southern zone. Matches because so Lady Strikers any police war. Robert Mensah Sports Stadium. Some match remember so.
Ene. Robert Mensah Cape.
Yes.
Okay.
Cape. Lady Strikers and
police ladies.
War. Robert Mensah Sports Stadium. Samson now call Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium. Pelpia ladies and so Northern ladies. It's a Northern derby.
Okay.
Musa no be shepan e wo hono so nti amam for nhyɛ so nti ya meet me me fan say o me sha say kwampan na Black Stars asha senti so wint me ba bet me akwa kwetena stadium no jawo the commentary so e de piece so nti sa na be but Northern zone the rest of the matches will be Berry ladies and Hazakets ladies, another tough match. I guess say and I think the match of the week. Still, I'm seeing Berry
ladies against Hazakets ladies. Ekoso Madina.
Ekoso Ewo Madina.
Big game.
Big game. Into amount for Enshan and so Ewo Honum Saturday. Jonina, any faith ladies also at the best share. So soccer.
And see that bang.
And see Echna.
Okay.
Jonina, any faith ladies. Anna. Soccer intellectuals and Sea Lions also adventure so will do ya Assassin Park. Yeah, Assassin Park and Honton as much mebaso. Anna Army ladies bet nephew Aton Safre, SM Socrates, no some their shares so it was Sunday bar. The rest of the Northern Zone matches and also say na a city. Kumasi Sports Academy beton sa after Dreams ladies and Nobel Bantama Astrative. No Supreme ladies and us. Prisons ladies and so at the best share. So Samson at Tamale Super ladies and so any Fosu Royal ladies and also another big match I mentioned. David and Tomoni Edia, our Magaba, our Northern Zone, or Money Fosu Royal ladies. And Pemdakwa no moon any animal to a team. Or mobile or more Macquine or crowd, or more take a month for ye in this up match no. Yeah, man for an India. Champagne Dakwane asked down the postpone I in himself. Or more when Tisana matches within the weekends, no Women's Premier League.
Okay.
Yes.
Nafisa do not fataya that's a pass say Odi no abre. They say it's all about the Black Stars of Ghana and press conference because so Coach 𝐶𝐿 akasafa Black Star performance no and a game ne basu yenti Coach 𝐶𝐿.
The pressure that I'm under as head coach, that I'm always under, is to win football matches, and what we want to be able to do is we want to win football matches with good performances, score lots of goals and concede none. This is heaven. But we can't always have that. Ultimately, the most important thing is to make sure that we win. This is a group where we want to qualify, and the only way we can qualify is to finish this group in the best way, and the best way is to win football matches. So we are very conscious. We're conscious of the demand, the association for the country and for our supporters. It's the same in every game. The first game, the second game, the third game, nothing changes. Our responsibility as coaches is to get good results. That's all.
Coach Chris Hilton and out to the kind of Casada as I say a crown Madison me boss. Yaw ample for Ankara Komono, Ako PM war the Barbara Sports Stadium, the Garden City, Kumasi or Hodo. Yeah, sir, Utianka, good morning, boss. Media Nidia Emma wano pay. Me will say an opojina Barbara one a bimo Komo, but and now could do Kumasi no, and then uko do Kumasi and atmosphere net saying, Black Star Ukrum.
Mutala, every say atmosphere, that is our voice. Now, energy levels, how the mommy feel crowd. I can feel it over here. Very, very energetic. And I think because Black Stars is Black Stars, regardless of whether team know they are playing well, whether there's some politics, whether Nyantichi, 𝐾𝐂𝐊, Kofi Ama, it is the Black Stars. And that is what makes Kumasi, Baba Yara, and these supporters different. They don't really care about anything else happening as long as Omubehu team. And yesterday, of course, the final training session, traditionally open gates after a session, Omoba, and you can see, especially the younger fans, they are not really interested in all the issues around the team. This is the Black Stars. They want to see Kudus Philly. They want to see Ernest Nyama. They want to see the DIU. That is it for them. And today being a Friday, I must say, as usual, Kumasi radio stations, they've been whipping up enthusiasm, the countdown during the week. And this morning, when you're driving around, walking around, Auntie Comfort, Auntie Joanna, they are all talking about the Black Stars. That's the vendors, that's the people, the market women. And this is something that makes it so unique. Mutala, for Kumasi, problem being as far as anticipation and looking ahead to the game is concerned.
Yes, we are looking forward to the game. But what I'm saying, there's been a lot of talks concerning Chris Hilton and the Black Star. As a and on one casa admit to say, born a bono and shed on your bobia, FSA. But and now me hear the press conference. You can say, oh no, the Jumane say Ghana ebe winning. Still, are the fans in Kumasi or Ghanaians expecting just the win? And I say, some good football under Chris Hilton.
Mutala, for now, gauge anticipation. I said American, from people at the stadium now. As early as Zemfane said 7. The vendors have started. Replica jerseys, scarves, vuvuzelas, they have started lining up on different portions. By the time I hit stadium around 30 minutes, half an hour ago, it's getting even more. By kickoff time, the place will just be jammed. And this is a Saturday. This is a Friday, not a Saturday. Traditionally, Kumasi weekends, the funeral starts from Friday, Saturday, they wrap up in church on Sunday. So all this talk of playing good football, yes, I know they say analytically, media for hardcore football fans, they want to see, but apart from that, we'll be asked 3-0 anticipation. The democracy, Madagascar should not bother. They shouldn't waste their time. A Honor problem kakra for me, the fans must also respect this is a team that have qualified to this stage, or at least they deserve to be where they are on merit. We must give them some respect, and as much as we're confident, no, there should not be complacency. I don't think the players are as, may use the word confident, are as naive, as some of the fans who believe say minimum 3 there Madagascar Bejene.
Bibia ebesi ewo alataya Nigeria biano omo de Ghana Batown saso na bibia ebesi wo Ghana bia the Nigeria Batown enra the Super Eagles failed to win their opening game against Lesotho. Ama Nigeria for baby oko social media omo say no mo hwe Ghana game no, they have keen interest in there. Okwaye no wanya kwan ene Madagascar for ni bi atwetwe nkomo ana.
Madagascar, to be honest with you, they've kept a very interesting low profile. We said almost earlier in the week, almost unnoticed. Just before the training sessions, you see their athletic build. Those players now, they look very lean, very muscular, young and slender players. And you can see it's a young team, a lot of runners. Just to give you a context, about 8 years ago, Madagascar eshed Nigeria and Ivory Coast to win the beach soccer championship. So they were beach soccer champions just around the time before Ahmad came as CAF president. So in terms of athletic ability and sporting ability, they have it. What they lack is, of course, experience and pedigree. But Mutala, we saw what happened with Nigeria, and I believe it's a blessing in disguise and a warning and a wake-up call to the Black Stars. Say, hey, hold on. We can't also allow Madagascar to get a point here, or worse, a shocking win. So I think that would also be a warning. Say, look, Madagascar might not be Nigeria or Ivory Coast or Angola or South Africa, but we've got to be careful.
Yeah, we know that the World Cup qualifiers is a marathon, but what would a win today do for the Black Stars of Ghana with the rest of the games to come?
You need to hit the ground running and run it 3 points. Well, you see, the World Cup qualification, a lot of it is psychological. Oh, we know first gamer. What does that mean? What take you one step to Canada, USA, Mexico? Oh, in the second gamer, what take you second step? So it is psychological. And the World Cup qualifiers, it's about momentum. It's really about momentum. For Madagascar, a draw away from home, for them, that would be a fantastic result. It is building the momentum. It's a long way to go, a marathon. Obiase, Mali, and Ghana are going to fight for it. But the other teams are also saying, why don't we go and shock Ghana? Why don't we try and get a point from Mali? So it may end up being some of these teams taking points from the so-called giants, Mali and Ghana, and building up their own. Then it's a fight. It's a free-for-all. Momentum is so important. You win your first match, you build on it. Away to Comoros, 6 points out of 2 matches, you are getting closer to your target by mid-next year.
Okay, that's the Bejam Aquaria, bound champion, TV so any updates. But only coach ever
Not yet, Mutala. Say you train Komoria, then we'll definitely go to the base and make sure. Say, but they will report, they will greetings into Everma sister.
No problem at all. Yeah, Ampo Franca, or your head of sports for Max TV, Max FM, and then nutrition Komo. Currently in Kumasi, giving us updates on the Black Stars game at Ebaso against Madagascar. No, and they make a choice. Chris Hilton Akasafa game no, but idea back quite significant. And now we are showing him saying there because so almost say a minute silence for Raphael Dramina. When he said, Nano Memenda, Raphael Dramina was playing for 𝐒𝐏𝐂𝐊 in Albania, where he collapsed, and later it was reported that he's passed on. And the former Black Stars striker Mekai, in the first game for the Black Stars, it was against Ethiopia, where he scored the brace. And Raphael Dramina, 28 years of age, on Ka Yehubium, Chris Hilton Ekasa Kakra Defa Raphael Dramina.
I think as regards our own thoughts, he will be in the thoughts of every single one of us. And on a personal note, I knew him. I was manager of Brighton and Hove Albion in 2017 when we tried to sign him. And so he's somebody that I met. I was aware of the circumstances. We had just got promotion to the Premier League. So this would have been a wonderful opportunity, first for him, but also in what was a very multicultural squad that I had would have been the first Ghanaian in my squad. So that would have been a very proud moment. So certainly we shall all remember him as players, and in whichever way we do this before. We pray before every game with the team, and he certainly will be in our prayers.
Well, as regards the program to honor him, we officially wrote to FIFA to seek their approval, and this afternoon FIFA has positively responded to our request. So tomorrow we shall have a 1 minute silence in his honor before kickoff. Thank you.
Enti dia wote ne Echri Henry Asante Chum, the communications director of the Ghana Football Association, and Ochim we say Mpenyifo and our GFA Echri Command FIFA said they want to honor Ayera for Jamana by undertaking a 1 minute silence. And no, and a FIFA Mpenyifo Ajiatum se mubetimi aye yina oye ba na wobobo. He was under FIFA, so ne kwan aswa no you people can do it. In January, Ghana and Madagascar no ubomu see 1 minute silence. Ediama Ayera for Jamena. So it's all about the Black Stars of Ghana. Nana Adu and the Empire na Eja Ewo Baba Yara Sports Stadium. O say
Bet Power Premier League.
and they Black Stars for Bet Power to answer for now. We'll talk about the Bet Power, but let's talk about the Black Stars. Bet Power, you be nyamre na ya discuss. Say we are cross mo beba abe commentary. See you bet media film, but and then let's focus on the Black Stars. Nana Adu.
Good. And better Yasu. You know.
I swear we.
I think you have some few minutes above 4 hours. And now Black Stars airborne against Madagascar.
Yeah. Later make us say, unse Kotokokra mo Saturday, on Mebo Sunday, has Mebo Tuesday.
Don't forget our chance here will show
Anopa. It's so there's a lot to discuss because and then you said I'm finding Black Star and it's not no panel. Now ya boom Bet Power Premier League. Ebe do on that Black Star boy we. Until the focus will be on the Bet Power Premier League. Anopa 8. Yeah.
Into all her situation there, find yourself now. May you sure say Blaster could do Kumasi no. Almost sure atmosphere need a real situation they post through Kumasi now. Idea back up no more ya almost media convincing Ghanaians. Say the support for them no best cost review is to get a convincing win.
To get a convincing win. Okay.
Anything less than 3 goals, the message on them no ensure that nyefesa. So at least Madagascar no be nyakwa na nyom 3 goals, even though I'm predicting 4-0 for the Black Stars.
Oscar no Ataba Kruma.
Is Oscar in this town? I'm not sure.
Was sending me message BCC. Or say good morning. The destiny of many young men and women in Ghana depends on the Black Stars qualification to the next World Cup, and that journey starts today against Madagascar. They shouldn't joke with our future plans to enter USA, Canada, and Mexico at all. Oscar Mauli Nuate. Now, Okwa America no aba.
Oh, me sure. Oh my. But me sure so when we say yeah sure. Na abe fonten tam fidie kese.
Because of Facebook into beti ma show.
Monitor the way na me see fire there echo. So we could do US or no one send a hotel.
When we send a hotel.
Into one today, be who has a Ghana for the door na bebaho. Ebe no opportunity I had a World Cup maybe. Into me Ghana said this World Cup so ebe baso the next 3 years no. It's for the youth. Anybody under 40 need to make sure some World Cup will be. So that is one thing as a Ghana for this show.
Anybody under 40
should make sure some World Cup will be. It's for the youth.
But there's a count. Oh, not an house. And I need to maybe some house.
It's for the youth.
But Tony Moody won't count. Tony Bebli Moody. It's for the youth.
It's for the youth.
And Tony Mapam.
Tony
Olenge, Tony, Boss Ricky Mo, Fadi Fatah Mo time between.
For this World Cup. It's for the youth.
Okay.
Every youth in this country would like to be there. Because we want to support our Blasters with a lot of energy. Just going to watch the game may not be enough. So we need the youth to support the Blasters because the Morocco you will do semi-final. We have a belief say African team to make project. And we want to be there and support our Blasters. And that qualification starts from today. That is where your interest in it. And what year, especially somebody about to US and Canada. That is where you want to stay. That is the most important thing. Mutala, my monitor team no, since they came here for Monday. We monitor about training on Tuesday. We monitor about training on Wednesday. We monitor about training no yesterday. I will not be surprised say Ahwade strong could be the Blaster the born the game no.
Ahwade strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who say previously the Blaster Kokomasia they were fans need to deal with you. Baby Fabiano. It looks like Kokomasia this time no. Aqua from Kaka.
Send the fans the wow.
Yes. Aqua from Kaka. May you sure say by the 6 goals no more consider. Ewo USA no.
I'm wow.
Ama GD amount for team no more perform kakra. Enti ade ba akọ metumi say ade awe launch omo ho in the eyes of Ghanaians, you know. A convincing win. That is why I'm more that 4-0 win. Say I see them scoring about 4 goals today.
And there
4-0 win will not be a bad result for us.
And you have a musu. Oh, maybe say you have a musu.
Blaster will not lose.
And you have a musu.
Oh yeah.
Say Blaster will not lose.
They will win a straight win.
I say with up 1,000 we now the other 30.
Over 10,000, we be 4,000 profits.
Over 10,000.
But we have 4,000 profits because we are around 140, 139.
Now me call the 5,000 eh.
We call the 5,000. We have 2,000 profits.
Be account.
In the space of 2 hours, we have 2,000 profits.
I said no, we will try.
Yeah. So that is what you're supposed to do. In the game where big, I'm hoping to be a full stadium capacity no. Na me nya comfortable with the popular stand now. The pado do be kon say na 30 cedi. Me nya yanka 20. What's the rate now? 100, 70, 50, na 30. What situation no? The VIP no main one no 100. VIP lower no 70. Center 50. Na popular stand 30. 30 na ka me imagine me nya yanka 20. Na ko bi etuma gbo ewura the popular stand because it's actually 4 o'clock na enwuma abakakra. Enti ebe ma the support for the Blasters no. But on top ebetuma boy. So that is one thing about it. My person penufo be motivate players no na one players na kasa wunye hia say omunya convincing win today e wo Kumasi. That is the other aspect of the game so I may expect to be my day.
Convincing win.
Yes. Support the Sobeko Stadium no. They should go there to support the players. That is key. They should go there to support the players. And this is very important. The other point I met touch on here, Coach Chris Hilton in some of the kind. But let me start from what Henry said about the mini silence for Alfred Jamina. I think it's a good thing. And FNA idea so much come out FIFA and them. Now FIFA so I grant you almost say yes and fem warm. Obekaya. Alfred Jamina the first competitive game of Obama Blasters no bo Kumasi. That game no say 2 goals no. So me assure say Kumasi supporters any kuku da me wo bia no e kai that moment or share that goals the boy the Blasters of Ghana. So me as a football association no ministry e put a lot of things in place o me ma sa atmosphere no aba e wo stadium mo Ghana for ni age so mutumi yes an kai dom no my player we can Bebli call Raphael Jamena. So that is one time about football association about so much me e active in advance FIFA so granting and say bet my 1 minute silence for our own Raphael Jamena. So that is very important at the mind. May you sure say Chris Whitting him say per the meeting on the football association in 4 years in the last week, win against Madagascar and Comoros. Ever play key role as to Didi Ghana for going to the next AFCON. May you sure on why I wear. Say in Susan a peer free meeting, a convincing win today and a win on Tuesday. Obenya the first 6 points, Best time the Didi for us last start team going to Ivory Coast in January. So any one aspect so me wo interest Mutala, now on the team. May expect a lot of changes in our first 11. Looking at recent squad that tied to the Blasters game. Intimate situation there, finding yourself now. Minya changes in the goalkeeping direction and come pay. But imagine him say, yen to me a first game in the World Cup qualifier, and yes, I did. Even though before say going to the Nations Cup, no. Me, my number one goalkeeper shouldn't be Lawrence Atisigi, no. Because of consistency, no, in the game, no, on your goalkeeper. After that, they prepare for AFCON. Friendly matches, they vie for other games, no. They are here. So
you feel Atisigi should be starting today?
I still think Atisigi
ahead of all the other goalkeepers.
Who say Ghana are even proud to the World Cup. Now your goalkeepers me and your force set your World Cup. Now this time me and say
currently.
Until injury to Wallacott. Nema Danlad be shame. Now injury to Richard Ofori. Nema Manaf so be shame. But now you the best 3 goalkeepers in your world room have assistance now. Because in the last 3 years, all these 3 goalkeepers in India, I am number 1 goalkeeper for the Blasters at a certain stage. It used to be Richard Ofori. Or no one of the captains. Oyi Dede Pate. So he's one of the leaders.
Yeah.
He was once our 1 goalkeeper for the Blasters. A free Ninsano never told you the Wallacott. No, they are most of our World Cup qualifier, if including the major player of any Nigeria boy. Now, on the Sukonya injury, no one's man called World Cup. Then during the World Cup, Lawrence Atisigi took over till now. So, also in the last 2-3 years, this has been the goalkeeper from other Blasters game. Don't wanna. So it means there's enough competition in the goalkeeping department. But because of consistency and the recent performance in Italy, I'll prefer Lawrence Atisigi should be the number 1 goalkeeper now.
Okay.
For today's game and on Tuesday's game. After that, you have to prepare for AFCON now. Then we look at a different direction after. But for now, he should be the number 1 goalkeeper.
All right.
Right back, Alidu Seidu. And Professor. My favorite Dennis Odoi. But it looks like Alidu Seidu now a consistent and I'm the current coach.
Okay.
In terms of right back position. Me Dennis Odoi no ba me who mistake we are. Or no so only so sa. Because your players who are they keep things simple.
Or average.
Na me ka say me oba. Onya mistake being ka say akwa onya de. But also the two no but any so sa.
West Brown mo bo ni bi. Ono en ko ni mo no so onye mistake. To we sa so. Ojina sa e man here. But Ali do start ahead of him.
But Ali do no aye consistent and this coach.
Okay.
Now me Ali do no two no but no me man dey for number 2.
So onye number 2. Uni me na say Ben White onye right back. Ali do is not a right back, he's a center back.
But the one here,
and
so I will still go for
he's doing well.
I don't think Hamidou will give Gideon Mensah that needed competition in the left back until Gideon there.
No.
And coach no and throw Hamidou in a competitive game like a World Cup qualifier today.
Yeah.
Like this, Gideon remember left back position. No? I will go for a typical Kumasi boy, Nicolas Opoku, to partner the most experienced and the only central defender called World Cup in Daniel Amate.
Okay.
So I will go for Nicolas Opoku, Daniel Amate partnership.
Okay.
So that means Atisigi, Alidu Seidu, Gideon Mensah, Daniel Amate, and of course Nicolas Opoku. I prefer Idrisu Baba, Majid Asimeru in the double pivot.
Okay.
But it looks like Abdul Saleh Samen in there is the favorite. So I like this or no. Any Majid Asimeru will remember the 6 and 8. But now me prefer Idrisu Baba, Majid Asimeru. Nanka Saleh starting from the bench. But per what I'm seeing, you know, Abdul Saleh and then Majid Asimeru at the 6 and 8 position, you know. Then my three behind the main striker, no. I will go for Joseph Painter as a direct winger at the right side. Kudus Mohammed as my typical number 10. And of course, Jordan Ayew at my typical number 11. Behind Enoch Williams. The reason being, in recent Brass Star games, I'm about Machano. Antoine Semenyo. And the Sunyama second half. I want some energy Brass game.
So you start Semenyo in the second half.
They do second half now. Now we are going to rely on the players. Almost this track record in incoming game second half to make a point.
Okay.
So I'll still prefer Joseph Painter on the right, Jordan on the left, Kudus Mohammed behind Inaki Williams.
Okay. All right. And on the
system. Antoine Semenyo.
Abim second half.
And Nesnyama, Abdul Fattah Isaaku, Idrisu Baba, and maybe probably the captain, the Ayo. No matter second half.
Okay, Martin.
So all from the first level now. That is how it is.
All right. Atizigi or number one. Ali Disedu, Amate,
Gideon Mensah, Daniel Amate, okay. Nicolas Opoku.
That is the back four.
That is the back four. Abdul Salis, Majid Asimeru, double pivot.
Okay.
Joseph Painter, Kudus Mohammed, Jordan Ayew behind Inaki Williams.
Okay.
That is my preferred first 11.
Okay. Now
my prediction for today, Mutala, a 4-0 straight win
for Ghana.
For the Black Stars of Ghana at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium.
Josiah. Wakakaka wana me fa de aka no and pese me be phone lines ne ntem na.
Mini be breaker.
Say do na abaka koye o TV so 2 p.m. Over 2 hours nti. I know you're very important.
Uzala
save energy no.
Any game no. A audition kese.
Any man
Chris Uti.
Had a mentor.
Or say audition ni bi.
Had a mentor.
Me say audition no. Nearby na
after election.
No, this wait, yeah, as after an election never.
We're winning areas.
No, I'm saying see, it's going to be a huge game for him. Mutala. And
is it a must win for him?
But is there any game for Chris Hughton as coach of the Black Stars that's not a must win for him? Ask yourself. After that shambolic performance in the USA, coming back to play, and now you see the good thing is we are not starting this game away from home or this campaign away from home. You are starting at home on home turf. So there's no better way to start a World Cup qualifying campaign. And Ushe team na any of our so now, with all due respect to them, Mutala, relatively young what they was social. So there's no better way to start. The two things that has been missing from this Black Stars team under Chris Hughton, Mutala, one has to do with the performance, the other is the result. And in this game, Ghanaians will be hoping, they will see both a good performance and what? A very, very good what? Result. These are the two things Ghanaians are hoping to see. We've seen the last time we played the AFCON qualifier. The team it was Central African Republic. They scared us. They scared us.
Right, bromance.
That form, they really scared us. Mutala. So this will be the game. See, we'll have to win comfortably, keep a clean sheet, and play very, very well. These are the things we'll be hoping to see from the team. I wouldn't have any qualms with who starts and who doesn't. Because I believe that the coach, on one side, impression that is so. going into this qualifiers. He knows the pressure on him. He knows what is at stake.
So you are just looking forward to a good performance and
A
a
good
win,
performance and a win.
irrespective of who starts.
I don't know. I don't have an issue with who is supposed to start, who is not starting. I know say he has some players who have been regular. For him, Edmonado is one of them. Definitely Salis will start because Partey is not around. We know a couple of these players will start. We know the super subs. We know those who come from the bench and what make huge impact. We know those who start and they start very well. We know those who are struggling, who need to what get goals. Another issue has to be with Inaki Williams, who is here to open his account for the Black Stars. That's another issue. And as you him say, at least see he should be on the score sheet. Because Mutala, we need our players at their best going into the AFCON. And these two games will serve as what? Precursors going into what? To the AFCON. They are very, very huge games. We have to start on a good note. Because Mali equally are playing Chad at home. Mali bought Chad. Mali bought Chad. As you are winning, you need to what? Win with what? Huge margins. A healthy goal difference.
The goals are important in qualifiers like this.
Key. They are very
because team back up and qualify.
Team back up.
It could come down.
So we really want to use the back door. I have now qualifiers. Now you can say intercontinental qualifiers. No.
And you can tell you release players name out.
Because players already no more full season.
Yeah.
They've played the whole season. It's more about 40 to 50 games. After now, you moko boss internet continental qualifiers. Bukana moko test the stadium ne ball ne nyamo mbe yusu. Na dia there.
Unam Panama.
No, that's not what we want to see. We need to start on a good note. And I believe that if you listen to Yao, he's saying see, maybe it's because the game is not in Accra. So we feel that the euphoria and everything, the buzz is not here. We can't feel it. But in Kumasi, it is there. In Kumasi, where you go, everyone have braced themselves because they know that the game is what beckoning. And we are just hoping the Black Stars all the best of luck. But in that year,
okay.
At least if not for anything, they should do it for Jamna.
Okay, it's the kind of for no friend, no much show madrid. So the phone lines are now active 0201-825-252 or 0579-300-025. You can also call 0550-055522. Now watch our dream on a year in Yamayabu Bosuina. And me see we are heavy on the Black Stars. Young man, so hello, good morning, Udini baby Akase free.
Good morning, Muta.
Yes, boss, Udini baby Akase free.
And you,
but young morning and the Black Stars is your kind, yeah.
Basta, you win them, but only a down make confident. Only yet, but you win the match. But Senna, it's an event, last one, but say they have to win with a large margin because Mali for us, almost India go for they will try out some back over. The difference Ghana and Mali, home and away. What bet me show young could do on a big on the leg table. Yamimbo ammonia to family.
Yamen Council, that's so unsure. 0579-300-025. Hello, good morning, Udini baby Akase free.
Hello.
Yes, boss, Udini baby Akase free. Say 4 years Munier.
Okay. Bebli Nana Adu.
Okay.
Ayo.
Young couldn't tell so.
First of all, Bedama said, I'm going to some Bebli Nana Adu. And the Wagana. And Nadia Cremont to a favorite too. A Kowadikoa. Said Nepa, Blasta, and Yanshare, Madagascar, Tregosa, being fair, Blasta match. You be shown. But since I bet would ya so fungo. And they share Madagascar, Mom say yes. Or my home, 7. The best guy, La Frejamna, and their show, and more to say, but shut up, she and Yasha, Egypt season, Sana by your money, and to Umpa or Montreal one, Bedama, a winning a.
Yes, that's it. And it's a waboni to Eddie Amaya. Hello, good morning, Udini baby Akase free.
Hello.
Yes, boss, Udini baby Akase free.
Mutala Yakubu
and Council Udin, any baby Akase free, boss.
Francis, good as so man.
Yanko boss.
The Americans are more about more.
Francis line no emunye wantime nyina so Francis we betima free biem 0201825252. Hello, good morning, Udini baby Akase free.
Hello, FFC
Isaku Kasa Shawa.
Yeah, current 10 times, boss.
I'm Patella Ghana Besha 5 no. I could do special 2. I na editor Natiaso. That's it.
Okay, yes, yeah, that's it. Osigana, Ebeshe 5. Hello, good morning. Udini baby, I can say free.
Udini Maxwell.
Pacho can say free.
Thank you,
Max, you're current 10 times, so.
Because I ended the boys, I got a bubble and I have a boom. You bought good football and academy and a global life football. So we should be Nigeria couple and the situation. One before we say we be a Benana Fala, the sister of Bian and Bonabo. Who can't see your call African Capitan and say, when they are born, you are
okay, yes, yeah, that's it. So friend now, do dear about hello, good morning. With me, Jinasu, Josiah Quaye. Energy Juma 0201825252. Hello, good morning, Udini baby, I can say free.
Good morning, I think we need to take for it.
I think we ain't going to 10 times.
You and you make a kind of blaster first and blaster for Bomata. Ubia to me down at the works or blaster match or what's not TV and him not. But this is an performance and we're putting up for the past year, you know. Yeah, come on. Who could share blaster match cry? Now what match in the baby? Yeah, not when we put a share match. This is no one Yamay, no winning match you may. Now, if you have on Yanya and Yamay. Now, also, because Sinya Madagascar, you can say Egypt and I can say, you, Madam.
Yes, yeah, that's it. So friend now, do but hello, good morning. Udini baby, I can say free.
Mutala Yakubu, good morning. I had the Hamlet from Mashama Roman down here.
Oh, yeah, Yanko.
Hey, and Nigeria for the bumpers, the mom qualify.
I don't know how Anna.
Papa.
Oh,
And no man, Timandao.
Oh. I deal with you.
The papa.
Okay.
But now the bumpers are black stars on Montemisha with Madagascar.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
When we in Aki, so yeah, bumpers and now on your way in go no. Because they go no back.
Okay. Yes, yeah, that's it. So free. I had the harmless and now Tenek. Hello, good morning. Udini baby, I can say free.
Good morning.
Yes, boss. Udini baby, I can say free.
Mr. Fitama, into comment.
Yanko boss.
I don't want to analysis of the myself and the team that by me from because in Donald Dawson, and you come as twice.
And don't sack into Yanko.
If I want to say Ghana born in the match because you also yes, let's be the same. I'm passing real small and end of the day. On Ghana and now on Sino my now. Pressure no better than so one I be all yes, Ghana boys and could do money at the other say. I'm on 7 boy on Sino at the master.
Yes, yeah, that's it. 0201825252. Hello, good morning, Udini baby, I can say free.
Yo, Mutala.
Boss.
Yo.
Yeah.
There's one thing I like about you.
I did listen.
Like, yeah, I say at their house, like stuff doesn't go well for me. But like anytime we actually on to Mass FM, then I hear your voice. Like tone of your voice tells a story. And what as time goes on, things will be better for me. So bro, keep on working for me.
Thanks very much. God bless you.
Yeah.
Call me 0201825252. Hello, good morning. Udini baby, I can say free.
Yeah, Mutala, good morning.
Boss, Udini baby, I can say free.
Within the phobia baby, because I be able to do phobia baby venture.
Yanko boss.
Me come as phobia, me go last out of Ghana too. Mami can't get last out to play with it. Omoya zero. Now, you can't say Madagascar, any to be no more or there. We treat fire boots, everything fire boots are going. No more yet to Gambono. No more shall cry on any table. And I say, almost said to the club star. Or some number of 4, another 5. Na them as that's a blessing. Serious serious. Why? Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Yeah, that's it. Hold on. Say players, someone serious. Josiah Quaye na meet you. 0201825252. Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free. Maza, yenya bro. Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free.
Oh, but I mean, the Casapi Munchaya, that Majan.
Sound. Say, Cow Casa free adenka message. The opposite can cow bow the Hanoma. Now, what security don't work as old Mutala. I know I catch him, no, I catch the Ghana for about the encore.
Why are their parents and now 3 days member home? We have 40 minutes, we have 40 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, information be man.
Okay.
Mabona ya genius away. After Ghana Basa in Nangasam. When a bona ya born your bonfire again, the baby. No one Ghana a problem is there. The more Ghana a problem is. Yentia, into me and your ghost. The meeting that I annual listen to you now, or move to Mr. Ghost. I was the first in a lie, Bessie, you Bessie, Market, and Bessie. Just a moment now, or me and me for this, I would to miss it. But this is what we need to get now, me for this now. But I just to miss a good. I smell only a mouth on them, and a friend say, but good to not me for this, with a stack to my show where I'm not so much, you know, you need creative. I said, the money man say, you're not passing. Oh, no, I bet no one yet to miss a mogul. If you are
Okay, that's it. 0201825252 and 0579300025. We'll wait to my friend 0550055522. Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free.
Me did it. I'm okay. Me free. Atite.
Yeah, boss.
Focus. You are focus.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Ghana of 4 goals one.
You are focus.
Okay.
Kudus special 2 and Jordan special 2.
Okay, that's it. Or see Kudus special 2 na Jordan so I say 0201825252. Sorry. Me di Josiah Quaye ma Maza, ejuma ni here no.
Hello.
Hello, good morning Udini baby akase free.
Hello.
Hello, good morning Udini baby akase free.
Hello.
Yeta unka Udini baby akase free. Hello, boss. Josiah on TN4 before 0201825252 and 0579300025. Hello, good morning Udini baby akase free.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, boss, Udini baby akase free.
Yeah, I'm not my favorite sentence.
Not yanko.
Okay, I think sometimes you're gonna have a expectation or too high, and you say players now could deliver to according to the any expectation into a book. So you should prepare for the you should hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. I think winning the way, but yet 2 margin says so many goals. Maybe 1-0 and 2-0 be there. I know they expected. It be more than too much because it didn't need my bill. It didn't need history need my. You know we should hope for say the area winning. That's it.
Yes, yeah, that's the boss. It's also free. You'll be 4 minutes now. Yeah, free studio house, so you can still call and share your thoughts and opinions on the Black Stars. 0201825252 or 0579300025 0550055522. Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free.
Hello.
Yes, boss. Udini baby akase free.
We are the Francis. Who does so man?
What's up, my that's the Quaye.
Sports on the do masters family, we are the member and Eddie so about so. Anyone found for a new producer or pick a course. The American is a Nansen, the Drata, and born who more the Intino. man for cry and pen support to say that an edu can. They scan a common test of from Kakra, what I say. No be it me uncle feeding. The next time no wanted test of only 50 could have a boy.
Yes, yeah, that's also friend now, though, dear. About our honum. Yes, I can't manage to be hello, good morning, we didn't baby I free.
Good morning.
Yes, boss, we didn't baby I free.
Mutala Soja Mikasafi Santo.
Yanko boss.
I am say and I test is my blaster for far. Yeah, Pamutotin a black things in money bubble, where do maybe I think money back as well. Na obi aye mo hihie enti ye sire omo a enne match no eye din bet omo miomani omo mankana fo ani nti omo yi adwenwen bibia du nchen na omo nkyere se omo ani abere pa ya wo support mom enne omo yiri omo ho a 2 goals to 0 die ebebem ye sire omo bidasi.
Yes, yeah, that's also friend now. Odo dear about 0201-825-252 and 0579-300-025. Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free. Hello, good morning. Josiah when you nasu and TGC for before. Hello, good morning. Okay, 0201-825-252. Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free. Hello. Ontienka. Okay. What Mr. Waba Humani say, but Mekasa, I'm sure you were not hearing me. And Tinana, wako a blank sign. It's a befa corner, back up a yeah, sorry. So hello, good morning, Udini baby akase free.
Yeah, come in my son about people.
Okay, oh yeah, my last caller. So wrap up for us in 30 seconds.
Okay, like I would say. So we will be back. That is here from Kra. They do the final year, crocodile exams and Kra. What about time? What them by what energy? Senior Obano, Uncle Poben, I don't mention why they were past exams. No. So, let me say, team no, Nakakra bound. So, Omayena, I found by Bon, Taubachi, Naya, the Atemma, the coach, president. That's almost Marcel from almost you. Almost to sit around and go about them. Don't go down to this one. No, if you have a minute, or more forgetting that you go as some ballers or emotional or motion. That's a day, born of from one ever. Madagascar, then can you team be a Canada, Koyan, but Kakra haven't seen.
Okay.
Madagascar, you show. But you know, say they're fine. I don't want to.
Okay, yes, yeah, that's it. Now me say me last call, but Josiah, I say me back on. Hello, good morning, Josiah. Kun, and yeah, it ends everything here for us. It's the honey the best yet to me for course to be able to count. As you know, it is the